long story short, I was paying attention to what you're doing today just a short time ago, and thumbs up. Big props to you. There we go. Cash is king. I'm gonna add him in.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, we got somebody here jumping in here. Cash, Freight Trucking's here. Should I put him up here for a second?
Freight trucking, yeah. See what's up.
See if I can bring him on up here. There's the man himself, Freight Trucking. How you doing, buddy? We got you.
Yeah, you guys can hear me?
Yeah, are you driving?
I am. I'm going to pull over right here. I'm in Wadena. I'm going to hit a truck stop here.
All right. This might be a little spotty here. StreamYard doesn't work the greatest when you're moving, but we'll give it a shot here. We got 15 people in the house. Make sure you hit that like button. TJ Jones, Rick N, Daniel is just getting his authority finished up this week. Good job. Good job. Cassandra Hines. That's a new name. Yeah, Cassandra, I recognize it. Okay, you emailed me. Glad to have you. Rick N says, I think I'm not the average future driver, but I'm cocky. All right, that comes through. Hey, you're all right in my book. Hey, we may disagree from time to time. You might disagree with me. We're all good, man. We're good. So that's all right. We understand each other. Cash knows what I'm talking about. Big Daddy Rob G is in the house. Why aren't you driving? I don't drive anymore. I just sit back and enjoy ice water. That's what I do.
He's a YouTube star now. Come on, get with it.
There you go. Hey, we're blowing up all over the world, right?
Right.
Lone Star Transport in the house. How you doing? So where are you at in this part of the world tonight, Cash?
I am in Longview, Texas. Texas.
All right. I'm going to mute Freight Trucking for just a second till he's all set up. Then we won't get that noise here. Well, thanks for coming on tonight, man. I thought we'd jump in and do a Q&A. You know, we were big day yesterday on the Agent My Show. We were getting a lot of questions, and I'd really like to answer for anybody that can jump on tonight, and brought you in to help me out because I think between the two of us we can solve all the world's problems, right?
Right. Well, I'm the guru now. I'm self-proclaimed guru, so
Right.
I got to live up to that name.
Guru of revenue or guru of trucking?
Yeah, I'm going all of trucking. Just fake an answer. I'll just regurgitate things I've heard on the internet.
Rick wants to know if you have any lease purchase advice.
Yeah, I do. Don't do it. Just kind of a blank, random answer. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I've done it twice. I don't think it's good. If you want to do it, go for it. Get in where you fit in is my motto, but it's not for me. It's not for me. I'd rather own the truck. I'd rather own it.
Good advice. Breaking news. We're going to break this live here on our show. Lone Star Transport says, just read the hours of service waiver for COVID extended through February. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, I just sent you a text about that, actually. I didn't know if you got it or not.
I did not.
Yeah, I got the article here. I can...
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, break that down. I want to hear that.
Yeah, let me click on that. I'm getting this from Freight Waves, by the way.
Okay.
Breaking news. It's been extended to February 28th, unless they cancel the emergency thing, the emergency order, unless the COVID-19 national emergency is revoked. But other than that, it's the same as it was. The only thing is they've added COVID vaccine to it. If you're transporting COVID vaccine.
If you're transporting it, it's not like you got to get stuck in the armor. You can't drive a truck.
No. I took the vaccine the other day, or at least that's what the guy in the van told me it was.
Did you get a stamp on your forehead or a little piece of paper or anything? Said you were good?
Yeah. Certified. It was laminated and everything. But yeah, still exempt.
Rick N, that's hurtful. Rick N says I get just as far behind in the comments as you do. That's hurtful.
Yeah, I love being behind in comments. It's like job security. You're doing a good job when you're behind in the comments. It's kind of it's like a pride thing, Yeah.
Rick says don't take it from the news. We need to go directly to the government's website. We'll do that. This is the first I heard about it like 10 seconds ago. So yeah, we're definitely going to do that.
Yeah, Rick, this is straight from the FMCSA. This is copy and paste right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Number 1, livestock and livestock feed. Number 2, medical supplies and equipment related to the testing, diagnosis, and treatment of COVID-19. Vaccines. Here's the new one they put in there. Vaccines, constant something product, and medical supplies and equipment, including ancillary supplies, kits for the administration of vaccines related to the prevention of COVID, supplies and equipment necessary for safety, sanitation, prevention of community transmission, such as masks, gloves, hand sanitizer, soap, disinfectants. And number 5, the one that matters, the one that I work under, food, paper products, and other groceries for emergency restocking of distribution centers or stores. So there you go.
Okay, good deal. That's good to know. Yeah, I fall under that on a lot of things myself. Here we got Freight Trucking back. I'm going to bring up his mic here. You there, buddy? You got us?
I got you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, much better now. Much better. Oh, watch yourself though. Rick says he's been in enforcement for the government, and famous last words where I read it on CNN or Fox News. All right, now we got enforcement arm of the law in here. We got to watch it.
Yeah.
Get on his good side.
I go straight to the FMCSA there.
Yeah.
That's where you get it from.
Yeah, definitely. And everybody go and read that firsthand for yourself. I definitely want to. Terry Lively wants to know, does that mean we can drive 24/7? Well, if you have an exempt load, technically probably, but that's probably not smart. I wouldn't recommend you do that. That'd be kind of irresponsible.
Right.
But use your good judgment on that one.
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
Exactly. And I recommend screenshotting that government website, with the web address in the screenshot and the whole thing. That way, if anybody asks you about it, you say, you can show it to them even if you ain't got internet. That way you got it, saved on your phone.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's not everybody knows regulations and the rules. You sometimes need to put it right in their face. And even then, you might run into a problem. Marty says, do you follow it or don't you? Has to say COVID-19 relief on the bills. I've not found that in regulation that it has to say it on the bills. Have you?
No, it doesn't. It says.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm just saying I haven't found it. I don't really. You know way more about that than me.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything about it. I mean,
Okay.
Doesn't have to say it that I know.
All right. So Freight Trucking, what is going on tonight? We've been corresponding a little bit, and you're up to no good all the time, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Trying to.
Oh, not much, man. I'm just getting dairy products across the great state of Minnesota.
All right. You're working on moving towards getting your own truck and stuff, huh?
I am. I found a company here locally. I live in the Twin Cities area, and because I have been driving day cabs and like staying in hotels, when I try and lease onto companies, they wanted over the road experience. They didn't take my 20 years of driving in Chicago and Minnesota and Wisconsin as over the road experience. But I did find a company that's allowing me to lease on with them.
That's good, because you probably agree with me, Cash. That makes absolutely no sense. You're going to take a guy with 20 years of experience and treat him like a new driver just because he doesn't have a sleeper on the back of his truck. That's absolutely ridiculous. Any company would be stupid to say that.
Yeah, I never understood that.
No,
I heard.
No, and
I heard it quite a bit.
And you're going. I mean, you're going 300, 400, 500 miles from home. It's not like you're not going somewhere.
I put on 672 miles yesterday.
That's insane. Well, if it doesn't work out, you know what to do. I hope it does.
Hey, real quick, I'm not going to hold this. I didn't know this link was on your YouTube page. I wanted to watch your YouTube thing, not really be in this. So.
Oh, you done screwed up that one.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hold this hostage.
No, you're all right. You're all right. Nice to finally put a face with a name.
Yeah, it's not. Right? Thank you, both of you. Thank you for your guys' help. You guys run fabulous channels, and you give guys like me a lot of very good information.
Well, thank you. I do got to, before you go, though, I do have to know one thing. Are you lease purchasing from a mega carrier? Is it
No, I
Dart?
am not. Nope. Nope. It's actually okay, I've been in contact with you, so
Yeah.
I'm actually leasing on with Shaw and gonna do dirt work and
Okay.
haul. I have a tanker endorsement with
Okay.
Hazmat.
Okay.
And that, if you remember, I said they do some long haul runs. That's what they want me to do for long haul. Cash, I see you laughing. What are you laughing at?
Oh, he said, "Are you leasing? Are you getting a lease purchase from Dart?"
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I actually just went and looked at a truck yesterday, and I think I'm gonna get it.
Okay. Like
Good deal.
independently, like on your own.
Yeah, on my own. I've been
Good work.
saving for
Good job.
I've been saving for 3 years to do this. I've been a company guy and I'm just not happy.
Hey,
That's what it boils down to.
at a certain point, you come up with whatever reasons, and then you're like, a good enough reason sometimes is I'll never know if I don't try it. It's like you won't know if you don't try. So, try it out. Then
Yep.
you'll know.
Hey, I'm gonna jump off this. I just want to watch you and Cash.
Okay, no problem. We'll see again. I think Cash fell off here, so I'll try to hold it down while he's gone here. And
Well, I'll
see
stay
what.
on until he gets back.
Okay.
If that's okay with you. I'll just
Yeah,
listen to
yeah, we're cool. Big O Titan. I see your questions here. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to give everybody their time here. He says, I got my CDL and listening to you on Asian Mai. I personally looked at a LTL company 2.5 hours away to the terminal, and trucks can't go home. Mega carrier for 6 months for more options. Yeah, 2.5 hours, man. That's a long commute. If that's your only option, I'm not saying don't work for one, but just be real cautious of that lease purchase that they have over there. Oh, Cash is back. I'm gonna bring him on in here.
Sorry
Right
about
there.
that. I hit a button and it
That's right.
it canceled.
That's right. Yeah. Jump in here on this one for Big O Titan. He's just got his CDL. He's listening. He says he looked at an LTL company 2.5 hours away to the terminal, and trucks can't go home. He says mega carrier for 6 months for more options. I'm thinking, if you want to work for him, but I'm thinking, not lease purchase, until you find something
Yeah.
else. If it
And
works.
there's companies out there that will take you day one that are not mega carriers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a home for every. As much as we rip on Prime, there's somebody at Prime that's killing it. There's somebody doing good everywhere. You've got a good home there. If you like the place and you think it's going to work, they got something for you. Hell, mega carrier is not a bad place to work. We just kind of say, beware the lease purchase.
Right. And I mean, honestly, I'm more of a fan of the smaller regional company. I just feel like you don't get lost in the mix. You know what I mean? It stays more consistent. I feel
Right.
like,
Right.
but I mean, there's some decent ones out there, but yeah, I got a short list of the ones I would do personally before I went to, a mega carrier. I couldn't see me, knowing what I know now, couldn't see me going back the mega carrier route. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's once you've had a taste of, like being treated well and like somebody that actually cares about your success and like wants to work with you rather than against you. And it's like not their only concern to make money off you, but to like you both kind of succeed. It's hard to go back, wouldn't it be?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It is. And, there's companies like that out there that they don't just see you as a dollar sign. They're out there, those mid-range companies like 100 to, 500 trucks. They're out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you're not just a number, you can put faces with names. They know your face. They know your name. You call up and just start talking. They know your voice. It's like you don't spend the first half hour on the phone explaining who you are and why the hell they should care. At my brief stint at a mega carrier, it was kind of like that. The first 10 minutes is like, you're who? What do you want? It's like, why should I care? Like, because you're my dispatcher,
Right.
So
yeah, no, it's that was USA Truck. I started there, and They told you when you call in, say your truck number first, because that way they can look you up by your truck number. So
Yeah.
you literally were a number.
Yeah. Yeah. Daniel Brown says used truck. I think he was looking at a used truck, Daniel. Rick Eden says, how much experience does a driver have to have for your company? That's for smaller companies. Insurance company dictates that. So generally they say 2 years. Going to try and run a driver here through with about 18 months and see what they say. Good record counts for a lot, different experiences and stuff. But their smaller carriers are probably all going to say 2 years, and it's not because they're being jerks, but insurance company sets the rules when you're a small company. That's
Right.
The way it is, Marty says, what's the link to the website you were saying about the COVID-19 relief? Can you drop that there, Gash?
Yeah, that's going to be on the fmcsa.gov website. I'll let me get a link to that going.
We should all probably have that bookmarked in our phone anyway, so when we need it, we can just refer to whatever rule we need to. We'll move along. Lone Star Transport says, thanks, Cash, for the tip on NTTS. Checked it out and seems like it'd come in real handy for breakdowns, no matter your location. It's now on my phone's homepage. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I got to put that. There's an app for that, right? NTTS have an app? You got to go to their website.
I don't know if they may have an app. I just always use the website. It's pretty easy to. And
Okay.
I think it's like it's mobile. It's a mobile website, so it's it works on your phone pretty easily.
Yeah. Oh, Rick N says, where do you live, Titan? Yeah, Titan, Big O Titan, where do you live? Because we both kind of have some ideas too. Maybe we can help you out with, if you don't mind sharing. If you do, then it's no big deal. Or if you want to email either one of us offline, that's fine too. But even a general area. Say I live 50 miles from Minneapolis or whatever. Maybe we can help you out. Grumpy Truckers here. Hello from St. Louis, Missouri. Hey, buddy, how you doing? We see you all the time. Cassandra Hines, thanks for the COVID info. You're welcome. Cassandra emailed me. She's starting a dispatch service. And I told her I'd get back with her here after the first of the year. But, maybe something like that. We should just have her jump on a live sometime. Have her prepare, what she wants to talk about and get something together. And, hey, if it's something that's useful to people, we don't mind putting it out there. If you got everything together, not against dispatch services. Some people need that help, and it'd probably be a lot of help to them. Rick N says you can sign up for FMCSA news updates. Okay, did not know that. Big Daddy Rob says you need to screenshot it so when the government takes it down, you have proof. You read it on their website.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I screenshot it with the government website at the top, because you could be in an area where you don't have, you don't have any cell service to look it up and, show it to them.
Yeah. Big O Titan lives just north of Atlanta. I have something in mind for you. You can take the truck home. I tell you what, Big O Titan, email me, okay? DIYsemi@yahoo.com. I have something in mind for you, somebody I'm familiar with, and they do a lot of business in that area, and you can take the truck home. So if you're interested, shoot me an email. Definitely we'll line you up with something there. If at least take a look at it. Daniel Brown says, freight trucking, I just bought a 2016 International Lone Star. Yes, he did. Straight out of the junkyard it came. I'm just teasing you, Daniel. Just teasing you. You know that. What do you think about the Lone Stars there, Cash? With that,
I like the look of them. I don't really have much experience with them. They look cool. I give them that. They look pretty cool.
Lone Star Transport says truckers coach just went live, so assistant truckers coach won't be joining us here.
Oh man!
So he can answer phones for coach. I don't know. Hopefully, assistant truckers coach will make an appearance. I mean, he's probably over there. You think I'm wondering, or he might be over there trolling Truckers Coach. You never know.
Possibly. Could be. Could
You
be.
never know who pops up where. Daniel Brown says, send her my info. Cassandra, there you go. Daniel Brown right there wants your info, or wants to give you his info for dispatch service. So maybe you two can connect here. Actually, I have both your emails, so I could hook that up there. I got to remember to do it. Rick N says, because DIY won't be on me, I'll have to go to Prime and lease purchase. Well, I hate to see a good man go out like that, but it sounds like I'm thinking you now probably have all the info you need on that. What do you think, Cash? He's probably got all the info he needs on Prime now.
Yeah. That live show I watched earlier was very informative over on Asian Mai on
It was a bloodbath for a while. Holy cow! I'm glad I didn't.
She knew a lot though, like owner operator stuff. Like she was in tune with all of it.
I gave her credit. She was prepared. She did better than me. She hung in there for about 3 hours, I guess.
It was over 3 hours. I think it was 3 hours, 15, 20 minutes, something like that. Like
I give her credit. That's I did make her that long, so what the hell am I, what can I say? Rick N, you're in good. You're in good. We could probably just run you underneath the insurance and just we'll go Chicago style Russian carrier. We'll put you under mafia insurance and get you on down the road. Ozzy Self X says, hi all, is there a fuel app for truckers besides Ozzy Self X, have I got a deal for you? He wants to know if there's a fuel app. He wants to know if there's a fuel app for truckers besides Pilot, Petro, and TA.
Well, there most certainly is.
Ozzy, now prepare to write this down. There is a certain app called Mudflap. MUDFLAP. Download that to your phone. When you sign up, there's 2 different promo codes here you could use. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. You tell them your promo code, Cash.
I don't know mine right offhand. Mine's not catchy, so
you gotta get that changed.
Mine up.
All right,
I like leaving it off scrabby.
All right, we're gonna have you. If you want, you could type it into the comments if you want. Use this man's promo code, and Mudflap is an app you can use. You don't even need a fuel card. They give you great discounts. It's legit. This isn't something we do just to make money off of. We both use it.
Right.
They got really good fuel prices.
Yesterday.
Yeah, and so download that. Use his promo code. You can find it on his page there. He'll post it, or mine is DIY Semi. Use whatever you want, and you'll get some free credits on your account, and then we'll get a matching credit, and you'll get good fuel prices, and you don't even need a fuel card. So we both highly recommend that. And honestly, neither one of us make much off it, like a couple dollars a week, really.
Yeah,
it's $5-10 a week, but we both use it. So
that's the key to me. Like if I didn't use it, I wouldn't promote it. And I dropped the link to the Freight Waves article. I'm not seeing that updated on the FMCSA's website yet. They're typically a business day or 2 behind. So, you got the waiver to the end of the year. Just, check it out in a few days. So
here's what that Mudflap app looks like right there.
Yep. That's money. That's money right there.
See all these fuel stops pop up. Then you just go from there. It's pretty intuitive and easy to use. Daniel Brown says, LOL, Big O Titan, thank you. I'm open and just want to get with a quality company to learn and grow. Yeah, they're out there, man. They're out there. And hopefully we can steer you in the right direction here for something. Freight Trucking with a super chat. Look at that, man. Wow, I heard a guy say, I once heard a guy say, tip your host. Well, thank you, man. That's that's awfully nice. Yeah, appreciate that. Rick and any watching the coach, what broke now? I don't know. I heard assistant coach yesterday talking about his APU was having problems. So I don't know if that's for real, if they were just making that up. How dare he go live when we're live?
Yeah, apparently he doesn't know.
YouTube wars, right?
I
All right.
don't think he's aware of me. I think he's too busy, over there, doing things he says don't do and then does. So, that, that's about
That's
what
the way
I've
it goes.
seen. So,
Yeah, I've
you know,
honestly I've never watched the show, so I don't really know. There's so many
yeah,
YouTube channels out here for trucking, and it's not even a dig on anybody. You just can't possibly watch them all. You'd have to sit there
yeah, you can't,
all day.
and a lot of the channels are big just because they were there first, like it's not like they're, providing much of a service. It's just they got big before, and people watch them, they're loyal to them. They've been watching them for a while. So it's
Yeah,
like, it happens. It
and you
happens.
you can learn something from everybody.
Right.
It doesn't have to be that way. Big O says, I missed the live with the Prime driver. I was watching DIY on Asian Mai. I'll check it out tomorrow. Oh, thank you for putting me first. That's real nice. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Trucking with Kersey was on there earlier.
Yeah, and to her credit, she's not a lease purchase driver over there. She's a company driver. So I mean, it's like that was a good decision.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, it really was. She probably making more than most of the contractors over there.
Right. And I'll give her a lot of credit too on how she described how she trains people over there.
Yeah, actually
like,
training them. Yeah.
Yeah, actually putting some effort into it, Like, yeah, if you're gonna be a trainer, don't just do it for the money. Do it because you want to train people. Like,
Yeah.
like be that change you want to see in the industry.
Exactly. That's why we both do what we want to do. And honestly,
Right.
way back when, I'd give a shout out and a thanks to the guy that trained me, but he died. So I tell you what, though, he trained me, man. He did. I hated him for it. I hated him at the time. No, I'm serious. I didn't like him, but we got to be very good friends. He did a very good job of training people. Everybody he trained turned out to be a great driver. And I thank him for it. After the fact, you're not going to like it while you're going through it.
Right.
But
And you think of how many people's lives that one guy changed, like
absolutely.
These trainers, they can be that person, that changes those people's lives. Or they can be the person that, kind of throws a bunch of people under the bus if they're not very good at it, or they just doing it for the money.
Yeah. Daniel Brown says use promo code D Brown. All right. Hey, if you want to knock yourself out, we spread the wealth here. Use
There you go.
Promo code D Brown.
Back to Mudflap, since he brought it up.
Yeah.
I was looking here, just looking up some locals here. The local Loves to me is the biggest. I'm in Longview, Texas. The Loves is the biggest major chain closest to me right now. They're $2.19 a gallon at Loves, and I got an Ambest right down the road. That is the Tyler Travel Center, and it's $1.90 a gallon there right now.
Nice.
So
I'm just looking up. I'm going to compare my Nastic pricing to the closest mud flap nearest me. Well, I'll find one in the same area here.
Yeah, look at Tyler, Texas, because that's where I'm looking. See what we can find in Tyler.
I'm looking around Madison, Wisconsin here.
Okay.
Nastic price today. I'm not supposed to be giving. I can tell you, but I can't show it contractually. $2.16 a gallon for Madison, Wisconsin.
It's a good price.
And mud flap, $2 even.
Wow.
And I'll show that here if I bring it up. I mean, and Nastic is good pricing. When we put that out there, that's not a bunch of bull.
Right.
See that right there? $2 a gallon. So it's real. It's not. And they're coming out with some new things here shortly. We both got offered to try something out, and we're gonna try it out and see how it works. So, Cassandra Hines says, "I will add your promo code to my website, DIY. Make sure to send it." Oh, thank you. Yeah, definitely. And Cassandra, in case you drop off here, we'll get together if you care to. Get everything together you want to talk about and say. Like I said, maybe we'll wait till after the holidays, maybe sooner. I'll have you on here live. We'll talk about your service. I don't mind it. Maybe we'll talk first, make sure it's, I agree with everything. Definitely don't want to put anything out that I have an issue with, but if it's all legit, we'll I see you're getting your website together and everything. We'll put that out there. I don't have a problem doing that. We like to promote good things and good services. People do it for me. I like to pass it on. So yeah, definitely. Terry Lively says, "Do you have your own authority DIY?" I do. Just kind of a one-horse operation right now, but we're maybe going to be expanding here shortly, and we'll see how it goes. Trying to do it slowly and do it right, definitely. I jumped ahead here. Where did we go? All right, Rick N says there's the link. All right. KJ says thanks for all the great information. Thank you for joining us. Couldn't do it without you guys. Lone Star says there's a few breakdown apps when I just checked, but I didn't see any for NTTS. Does it look like there's any worth using? Is there any other ones you use, Cash?
That's the one I use. I'm looking at them here right now. I was actually seeing if they had an app. That's what I was doing.
Oh, okay.
I've never used any of these. When I put it in, they come up with one Fine Truck Services, but that's an ad, so I don't know how that one shows up first. Got 4.5. Yeah, I just use the NTTS breakdown website because it's one of those things I don't use it enough, thankfully, to want the app on the phone of needing another app,
Yeah. That's one of those you don't really want to use. KJA says, "What's the name of the app? Can you repeat it?" Yeah, it's called Mudflap. And we'll hold that up there. That's what it looks like. It's that blue with the triangle in it. Definitely download that. You can download it and look at it and see the fuel prices without signing up. So it's
right.
Transparent. That's I've called these people and talked to them on the phone. If you got a problem, they answer the phone like now, and sometimes you get like president of the company. Nights and weekends, somebody's on, you might get the president of the company. I did a couple times. They're like, here you go. No, serious. When somebody had a problem, they when I first promoted that, they sent me a comment. I'm like, all right. I called right to Mudflap, and the vice president answered. This was like 8 o'clock at night on a Sunday. I'm like,
he monitors the live chat too.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, because I chatted at him one night about something.
Really?
And he came right back at me like 2 seconds. I was like, wow, like he's monitoring and he's on top of it.
Yeah, and there's no fees. So yeah, KJ, download that. Use we got a couple different promo. My promo code is DIY Semi. Cash is King has his promo code on his channel. Go definitely. Everybody subscribe to this man too. You need to do that. I know we got a lot of new faces in here. Subscribe to Cash is King. Great information. He's got a promo code for it, and then we got one in the chat here. Somebody promoted D Brown for the promo code. So
there you go.
You use whichever old one you want to use.
And I'm not arrogant enough to actually think I'm a guru. I just do that. That's a joke.
We like to have a good time. So we don't. We like to answer questions and give out information, but we also like to just joke around a little bit. So
right, yeah.
Don't take if we're joking around, we're just having some fun. Exempt says, "What's up, y'all?" See, we got Exempt in here. Rick N says, "Wrong link." What's the wrong link, Rick N? And maybe you already said. I'm a little bit behind here. They're gonna get on me. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here's Cassius King's Mudflap code. Use this one.
Yeah.
JI5B37.
It's as hard to remember as it can be. Like they pick the most random letters and numbers. Rick, if you're talking about the wrong link, I said that is the link to the FreightWaves news article. The FMCSA hasn't updated their website yet. They are not the quickest about updating stuff like that. So give them a day or two and it'll be up there.
I'm trying to find how to put that on. Okay, here, I'm going to put it on a banner here. Oh, I almost blocked you. There we go.
Hey, there you go.
Right up here for God and everybody to see. This is a good Mudflap code to use right here. So I'm going to leave that up there for a little bit. Robert Daniel says, "I got 23 years in January and I'm still in training. Instead of being with a driver trainer, I get trained by my dispatchers to find which is the best money lanes to run on all the time. Really? Well, hope you're getting. They should give you a little bonus for that or some extra pay. You think?
Oh yeah, I'm all about the bonus pay.
Yeah, bonus pay is good, especially that green kind where they just put it in your hand and don't tell nobody. Cassandra says yes. After the holiday is great. You rock. Hey, good deal. You get ready. We're gonna hit you hard. We're gonna grill you. We're gonna get a bunch of people on here and throw questions at you. Miles Watkins says, "What's up? What's up, Miles Watkins? Thanks for stopping in. We got a lot of new names in here, a lot of new subscribers here we picked up in the last few days, and I just want to thank everybody. So if you come over from the Asian My channel or wherever you came from, glad to have you. This is Cash is King Trucking. Make sure you subscribe to him. Check out that channel. He does approximately 9 live streams a day, so you'll catch him live at any given time.
I'm live right now on my channel. So.
Doing 2. I see you keep turning your head. You're doing 2 lives at once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bernie Sands says, "How do you buy a truck under an LLC?" That's a good question. It's going to be the same way you buy a truck in your own personal name, except for when you title the truck, you're just going to have them put it in your LLC's name instead of your name, but you're going to still sign, your name, and then it's done. That's how you do it. Real simple. Anything you buy it under your LLC's name. Any accounts you set them up with your LLC's name. Just start doing business in that name rather than your own personal name. So it's pretty simple. We like questions like that. KJA says, "What's the promo code?" It is on the screen right now, right up there for everybody to see. Daniel Brown says, "Bring up B2B." Oh yeah, truckers B2B. I did a video on that and just got ripped to pieces, but that's a good resource if you're looking for the B2B. It's called truckersb2b.com, like business to business. It's a website like an association you can join, and you get discounts off of all kinds of things like tires. They have a fuel program, although it's not that great. They got discounts on cell phones and all kinds of different things you use for trucking. I use the discount for the DAT load board. You get 10% off. Oh, it's free to join Truckers B2B, and no, there's no referral codes. I don't get paid for it. I just think it's a pretty good setup there. And I use their tire program, the Gold program. It's like a national account, but it's really good pricing. So I use that to buy tires. Yeah, it's not
Put
a bad
link
deal.
Up there for it.
You did? Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We'll put that up there. There you go. Miles Watkins says, "Just use your advice, Cash. Broker said, what would it cost to run a load? $6 a mile," I said. "Got me in a great negotiating starting point." Awesome. What did you end up getting, Miles? Hey, you start high. You can't start low and work your way up, can you?
Right. Yeah. No, it's when it comes to negotiating, leave your morals at the house. You know what I mean? Just be absurd with it sometimes.
Hey, I did that not long ago. Somebody called me on a last minute load, and I happened to be available. And they said, "We need this load moved." It was like $700 or 700 miles. The trip was overnight. And I'm like, I knew how hot things were. It was close to a holiday. And I just says, "You're not going to like the price I give you. So, I'll just throw a number at you. And if you're offended, then no harm done." But I said, that's what I got to have to work the holiday. I wasn't really working the holiday. I was going to be home. But I said, like $3,800 for 700-mile load. She says, "Let me call you back." A minute later, she's calling me back. "Okay, where do I send the rate con to?" I'm like, you took that? Why didn't I ask for 5,000? I'm like, I just asked for like $7 a mile and you gave it to me?
Yeah, you're hauling cheap freight over there. What are you doing to us?
That don't happen every day. Like, I'll take your money.
Right?
That's that, everybody thinks they're so proud of themselves for negotiation skills and this and that. But honestly, and I think a lot of times you'll probably agree with me, right place, right time.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, I got a video called "I'm the Best Negotiator Ever." It's got a picture of William Shatner as the Priceline guy on the thumbnail. And it's basically explaining that,
Yeah.
It's just because it's like circumstance, it's not that I'm like a genius. you know, everybody knows you aim high, you know, sometimes you hit it and sometimes they laugh at you and, you know, you come back down to earth. But, you know, for the most part, it's where you're at and what you got available, like hours and
Yeah.
equipment.
Yeah. And sometimes you just stumble on dumb luck. Most of the best paying loads I've had, it's just dumb luck. You know, like I said, right place, right time. And you know, because it's always last minute and you can tell by the tone of their voice, they're a little bit frantic and it's like, oh, I think I'm going to score here. But it's, hey, you know, it's, I'll take luck
Well,
over good any day.
just keep repeating my mantra, know your worth.
Well, we're going to start YouTube wars now, are we? That's all right.
No, I think it's a good mantra. Know your worth.
It,
Like,
it
hey,
is. It is.
know your worth.
You're absolutely right. I think Rick N threw one of those out today. Well done. Well placed.
Yeah. Hey.
Golf clap. Bravo.
Yeah, I mean, like,
go ahead.
I joke at it because, you know, it's like there's a certain degree in which you should know your worth, but at the same time, you know, if you get a $4 load because you're in a great freight market, you know, it's like, did you know your worth or were you just in a great freight market? You know?
Exactly. It's like know your worth, but also recognize when you got lucky and recognize when you're just a beneficiary of, easy for me to say, beneficiary of circumstance. Now, circumstances are right now, freight rates are really good. It can cover up a lot of mistakes. It can make anybody look really good right now. And I think I've said this before. When things shake out, things start to go the other way. If you're not running a tight business, you're going to be a victim of the other circumstance in the other direction, as a lot of people were this summer. And, you know, I feel bad for them because honestly, most of them, it wasn't their fault. Like one of the paper mills I haul a lot for, gone overnight. They shut down the doors. I'm like, oh, hell, what am I going to do? You know?
Yeah.
That wasn't my fault. But, you know, you keep your debt down, hope to make it through. But nobody should be as arrogant to say as I'm the best negotiator in the world and I know my worth. Well, when freight rates are $1 a mile, I guess you're not worth much, are you? You know, your worth isn't any better than mine. So
yeah, you know, it's true. You know, back in the early summer, you know, when they started closing down all the Smithfield plants, I haul a lot of pork. You know, it's kind of one of those products I look to haul because, you know, it's a slimmer market. And so yeah, when they started shutting those down, I'll be honest, I got a little worried because
it hurts. It's scary, isn't it?
It takes away some of your biggest customers, and overnight you have no control over. You know, I got a video coming out. I don't know when I'm going to put it out, but I'm talking about back in 2008 when I first got my authority and bought a truck. You know, you could say, "Hey, I'll haul freight for 50 cents a mile," and you couldn't get freight.
Yeah,
there
sometimes
was
it just
no
isn't
freight. Like
that's right.
You know, like it's not what you haul it for. It's, you know, there's nothing there, just flat out.
On a typical day, I could look at the DAT load board within 100 miles of where I live, and you would see in an average time 300 loads at any given time. You know, when things are hot like right now, it's like over 1,200 loads. You know, it's just ridiculous.
Wow.
There was times this summer when I would look at the DAT load board, and there would be 6 loads within 100 miles of me. Okay, the best negotiator in the world, you ain't going to get nothing because they don't have to pay anybody. You know, when there's and me and you both live in some of the hottest freight markets in the country. I mean, in a way, we're beneficiaries of circumstance, but
Oh yeah,
you know,
no,
then you take it and make the most of it.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't proclaim to be any kind of freight negotiating, you know, genius. You know, I know Minnesota is a good place to be. And speaking of that, back in the summer, I looked at the DAT load board one time. All on a Monday morning, all of Minnesota, the whole state, had 3 loads coming out of the state.
That's insane.
There was nothing to haul.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So let's jump on some more comments here. A couple thank yous for the mud flap help. You're welcome. Definitely check that out.
Yeah, the more people we can get in that, the better.
It's better for all of us. Just like anything else, the more people you get using it, the bigger the discounts get. Okay. If we're all mad at these big chains for giving us dirty showers and this and that, let's start giving other people the business. That's the way I look at it. Terry says, I'm about to get the DAT load board. Is the Trucker's Edge worth it? It's kind of the way you do business. I encourage you to have multiple. Like I use DAT, but I also, actually the way I prefer to book loads is through contacts, and you start doing loads for people and they start emailing you load lists.
Yep.
That's my favorite way to book loads is off of the load list. There'll be times where I go for 3 weeks without using DAT. In fact, I went to use it yesterday and didn't know it, but my subscription expired like 3 weeks ago.
So there goes your DAT sponsorship, brother.
Hey, that's all right.
Let me do the jig real quick. I love DAT. I use it all the time.
I love Freightliner. I love Napa. I think I'm pulling a Napa sponsorship out of this, but that's all right.
There you go, man. Go for it. But no, you're correct. The DAT load board is a good way to learn some connections, learn a few freight lanes.
Yes. But
the best way to get them is off the emails, man. I love it when when the emails come in the morning and I can snatch something off an email. Oh, it's just way better. It's just way better.
Yeah, DAT is necessary. I mean, there is Internet Truck Stop, but I could be wrong, but I think DAT is the biggest. Am I right on that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think in reefer and dry van it is. I think somebody said, and this is something I heard on the internet. Truck Stop's bigger for flatbed and like hot shot
true
stuff.
Then. Yeah, it's got to be true then. I was on the interwebs. Rick N says, make sure any and all deposit money for the truck comes from the LLC account. Yep. That's paper trail.
Yep.
Paper trails.
Exactly.
Seed your LLC. When you first set it up, put your seed money in there, and then from that point on, do all business out of that account. You don't want to commingle accounts or commingle funds. If you have everybody thinks an LLC and stuff is going to protect you. Not that much. If you're behind the wheel, especially, first thing they're going to do is look for a way to penetrate that LLC or that corporation. One of the easiest ways to do it is see if you're commingling funds. If you're taking personal money out of the corporation or the LLC or what have you, they got you right there. They don't even have to go any further than that. They just penetrated your protection. Robert Daniel, he's the one finding freight lines. He says they do give us a bonus. It's called a performance bonus. Nice. We like bonuses. As long as they're achievable and attainable and they're not looking for every reason to take them away, right?
Right.
Ozzy says, what's best to file an LLC or an Inc. for trucking business? Well, Rick N's already on top of that. There you go. So, in my opinion, if you're starting small, and corporations have a lot of expenses that go with them. If you're just starting off, LLC is probably, best. You can upgrade later in most states. I don't think there's too many states that don't allow it anymore. Well, Rick N's on it here already. So he says, file the LLC, then file 2553 to be treated like an S Corp, or 8832 to be treated like a C Corp. Well, there you go right there. I have a video on that, kind of talking about the broader details of it. We don't go that far into specifics because you're just at that point. It's going to get confusing. You got to know what to pick at first, how to get started. LLC is probably right for most people, but definitely always consult somebody. We're a big fan of professionals. They definitely know what they're worth. It's tax attorney or CPA. Get some professional advice. Okay, Rick ends. He's answering all those questions here. Good job. Rick N says, "I'm sorry, the '90s called and they want Prime's 75 cents a mile back." That's hardcore, man. That's hardcore.
Oh man, what state was that out of, Rick? What state were they paying 75 cents a mile?
I think it was Florida, wasn't it?
No, I think he said it wasn't Florida.
It wasn't Florida. Oh my gosh.
Now, my friend worked for Prime, and he was being trained by a lease purchase guy. And I think he said they took a load out of Maine for 80 cents a mile. So,
Wow. I mean,
yeah,
these areas don't pay good, but I mean, I have one truck and I can do better than 80 cents a mile out of Maine. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can get on a bad time $1.25. Usually do better than that, but got to just kill it going in there, Yeah. Robert Burns, welcome to the chat. Robert Burns, he says, my worth is one jacked up truck and one blonde wife. Robert knows his worth. Robert's
Yeah,
also
hey.
been making his way around YouTube, I see. Now I lost my place. I did a Cash is King right here. There we are. Miles Watkins, 3,500 miles to Virginia to the Bronx. I'm from the East Coast, so New York City, not a problem. Said the same thing, should have asked for 5. I think I got lost there. My bad. Sorry, Miles, I got behind in the chat. Rick N says, do you know what Kenny Rogers song? Well, it doesn't apply to freight. Oh, the gambler? No one to hold him, no one to fold him? Is that the one we're talking about? Or you picked?
I think he's talking about the duet with Dolly Parton. What was it called?
Islands in the Stream?
Yeah, he's thinking about Islands in the Stream.
Yeah, it says the song would have been good to include the one about pitching. Oh, the little boy with the throwing the ball up in the air. Yeah, you're right. KJA says, Rick, what do you mean when you say AMT? I think he means alternative minimum tax, but I didn't read his comment, so I'll let you two work that out. Terry Lively says, thank you. You're welcome. Big O Titan says, I started my LLC and bank account prior to getting my CDL. My LLC paid for my school. If I go to company, will I be able to use my LLC for any expenses or DOT? Either way, just wanted to get it established. Got to be engaged in some kind of business. But I don't know. As Rick could probably answer this one or talk to your tax attorney, I think CDL school tuition will count for like furthering education type stuff, and you might be able to take a tax deduction on that. I'm not sure on that. You're going to need some professional advice on that one. Wish I had a better answer for you. But as far as the LLC, for paying for stuff, I mean, are you engaged in some kind of business is probably the first thing somebody's going to ask. Storm Trucking in the house, my 2 favorite YouTubers. Let me know what channel they're on. I'll go over there and check them out.
He's talking about coach being on over there.
Oh, coach and assistant coach?
Yeah, assistant coach and coach, yeah.
Okay. Ozzy says, as for load boards, which do you prefer, DAT or 1, 2, 3 load board? I'll let you take that. Go ahead,
Me
Cash.
on that one? Oh, let me do my dance. DAT is the best. I love DAT. Nah, I mean, they got more loads. They do. I check out 1, 2, 3 load boards, stuff like that occasionally. Just not a lot of options on there. Truck Stop app has been having more loads on there, I noticed here lately. So you guys that want to look at load boards before you get started, download Trucker Tools. I do use it for looking at some loads. Sometimes it does have some prices on there sometimes, but yeah, it just varies. You get the most information out of DAT. It's the leader for a reason.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, I like that. What's the red Truck Stop? What's the red one? Not Truck Stop. Trucker Tools.
Trucker
Do you
Tools,
still use Trucker Tools?
Well,
Okay.
it's that's the they've got some loads posted on there, and sometimes they do have prices on them, so it can kind of help you. If you're not watching my weekly recap videos, you can use that in accordance.
Okay. Yep. Rick N says AMT is alternative minimum tax. That's okay. That's what I was thinking. He says Big O, that won't work. I think he's talking about the education. You can't deduct education for a new job. Okay, right. But I think if he went to be an owner operator, he could then take that as an expense, though, couldn't he, Rick? Let us know on that. Rick says Georgia. Where are we at here? Storm Truckin' says northern Wisconsin has some nice country land. Maybe moving up to your turf next year. Screw the West Coast house prices. Bring it, man. Bring it on up here. Pack up that trailer. Bring it up here to beautiful Wisconsin. But buy some warmer clothes, man. You're going to freeze. If you're moving here from California, you're going to freeze to death in the wintertime. Just get some more clothes.
I think he's in the Pacific Northwest. I think he's
okay.
I think he's up there where it gets some snow. So I think he's probably got some warm clothes already.
Man, I tell you what, if you sell your house out there, if you got a moderate size house, I know what housing prices are out there. If you sell it for $300,000, you're going to move here and buy the best house in town. It ain't nothing like it is out there. I'm
Right.
serious, man. Yeah. We're just now getting increased rent prices up here. For the longest time, rent was really ridiculously cheap. You couldn't, an executive suite was $1,000 a month. Now it's, other prices are creeping up there, but it's way cheaper here. Freight trucking, did I hear you right? Are you really thinking of expanding your fleet to more than one? Maybe I'll hold off for a bit. Yeah, I mean, if you got a good deal and you like it, freight trucking, you take it. If you think it's something you're gonna like. But yeah, we're talking about that, and if you want to know more, hit me up. Otherwise, if you found somebody that fits what you want, jump on that. Even if you want to try that first, just so then when you change your mind. Hey, we're always here. I'm patient, I don't try not to do anything out of rushing it, and you ain't gonna hurt my feelings, by doing whatever. Rick says, do you need an MC number to look at a load board? There are load boards you can get on without an MC number. 123 load board will let you in there to look.
Yep.
And what was the other one? Was it truckloads.com?
Yeah, there's a few of them out there. There at Trucker Tools also. You can look at their loads without having a MC number.
Yeah, like 123 load board will give you a sample. You can look there. You can look at like 5 loads a day or something like that. But
Yeah.
you can look at the general list. But then, like, if you want to see details on a load, you can see. I don't know. I think it's 5 loads. And then you got to wait till the next day to see more. And then Truckloads is that app from Trucker Path.
Yeah.
You can get on that. And then, like you said, Trucker Tools. So those are 3 you can kind of get a general idea. You're not going to see all the specifics, but if you just want to get an idea, you should be able to look at those. Grumpy Trucker says, what steps do you take before preparing your taxes? Honestly, I don't have to take a lot of steps because I keep things organized all year long. Running total, I do spreadsheets. I got folders and binders. All I got to do at the end of the year is print out a form, take all my 1099s, and take it to the accountant. If you do the work through the year, that time at the end of the year is not so daunting. Everybody looks forward to it so little. Thinking, oh God, I don't want to do this, but just keep up on it through the year. Keep good records, man. Keep totals. Don't walk in there with a shoebox full of receipts. Take your totals. You save yourself a lot of money. You don't want paying somebody $150 an hour to sit there and go through receipts. You want to do that to yourself. Is that
Yep.
What do you do for that?
My main tip would be get those receipts out of your wallet as soon as possible because it'll rub the ink off of them in your wallet moving back and forth. So,
definitely.
I have one of these plastic clipboards. Just your standard trucker clipboard. One of these deals. As soon as I get in the truck, I just throw the receipts in there.
Here's what I use right here. This is binder, travel binder.
Yep. And I throw them in there, and then like every other day, I go through my receipts, and I got a separated folder, an accordion type folder that first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. I go through my receipts, out of my clipboard about every 2 to 3 days. What goes for me personally goes in there, and then I have to turn in my fuel receipts to the carrier for the because they file they calculate my IFTA for me. So I have to make sure I get all my receipts turned into them. But yeah, that's what I do. And then at the end of every quarter, I just go through, sort them all out. What's what, and pretty standard.
Definitely. Yep. We had a quick question here. Ozzy Self X says, is it preferred to get DOT this time of year or beginning of the year for tax purposes? Well, I have maybe a couple thoughts on that. First, I would say is maybe don't worry so much about that. Do it when it's right for you. Do it when you're ready. Don't do it on somebody else's timetable and schedule. Do it when you're ready. But end of the year, you're kind of getting, if you're going to have a whole bunch of expenses getting this thing started, but not show any income, it's like, all right, is that going to throw a flag? As far as tax purposes, that's kind of what I would say. If you can generate a little bit of revenue, if you're going to go out and buy $100,000 truck on December 20th, then you got to sit down and say, okay, how much depreciation can I take these last few days? You're not going to want to take too much. You want to save it to offset some income. I mean, if that's what you're worried about, if you already have the truck and you're just switching from lease operator to, authority, it's not as big a deal. But, if you want to get some further details on that, maybe it might be worth spending $100 to sit down with a CPA for an hour and just have them run some numbers on that. But that's my first thought is best time is when it's right for you. The taxes and the money part, we can figure that out a little bit. What do you think, Cash?
Yeah, that's, I'm always an advocate of, do your time frame, be confident, like be ready to go. That would be mine. And, by all means, find a good CPA and, buy them lavish Christmas gifts and, treat them like family, like, the family you like,
Yeah, it's one thing we don't probably talk about enough is if you're in business or an owner operator or your own authority, or even if you're just a lease operator, you need some good professionals on your side. You need to surround yourself with a strong group of good professionals. If you're in business, you don't want to get your taxes done at H&R Block. Nothing against them, but the average person there probably hasn't been there that long. They're probably fresh out of school, what have you. Find a good person that they know the business that you're in. They know trucking. They know taxes. You need a CPA. Maybe you just want to even at least have the name of an attorney or somebody you could call if you needed to. As well as the mechanical side of it. You need a team of people on your side, and it's money you're going to spend, but it's well spent. A good professional is worth more than what they cost you.
Yep.
Yep. Ozzy Self X says, please excuse dumb questions. There ain't no dumb questions here. We like all questions. You're good, man. Ask anything. Rick N says, I just moved from California to Missouri. It's freezing. Missouri's nice this time of year. What are we talking about? Ozzy says, I'm losing it here. Okay. Wife and I moved from Cali to Las Vegas, and it's cold here too. Yeah, it can get cold in that desert, especially at night. I remember that. Spent some night out there overnight in Vegas, and she gets a little chilly. Storm Trucking says, yeah, I live in Oregon, grew up in the northern Montana. -40 winters are the norm there. Yes, you know about cold weather then. You need some good anti-gel and a good block heater for that, don't you? Rick N says, Ozzy, creating your EIN this time of year is a pain. Complete the SS4, or you can do it online. If you can do it online, complete a SS4 for your records. Okay, there you go. Get your EIN number. Rick's full of good information on that. He says, creating a business starting at the end of the year is challenging if you have little to no income but a ton of expenses. Well, there you go. We're giving you the same thing. Rick N says, seriously, get a new filing system DIY. Come on now. I bust out you all think I'm full of it. I bust out the adding machine every month. I'm a dinosaur. I live in the woods. We're antiquated out here. Got me some fancy high-speed internet though. How about that?
That'd be a good idea for a giveaway. Next time you do a giveaway an adding machine.
You want to hear a funny story? I got a nephew and niece. They're awesome kids. Young couple, just got married. And they're like, we watch your videos. She's like, what's an adding machine? I'm like, wait a minute. You just went through 4 years of college. You don't know what adding machine is? She's like, no, we do it all on computers. I'm like, oh, like I know like every accountant in the country still has an adding machine. I'm like, I can't be that antiquated. It's not like I'm sitting here with an abacus sliding beads around.
You're pretty close.
I know.
Machine.
I know. I love it though. I love it. Kelly's Kitchen.
My
Go ahead.
CPA's got to be in her 60s, and you know, she loves to whip out the old adding machine and just tick 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 tick
Boy, they
tick
just,
tick.
it's almost like it's like, you know,
Yeah.
like they've done it before.
Uh-huh.
Kelly's Kitchen in the house. Thanks for coming in. Everybody check out that channel. That's a channel. Everybody go subscribe to that. We're going to put that up here on the screen here. I'm partial to that channel. I really like it. Lolly Sanders, a $3 super sticker. Thank you. That's awful nice of you. I appreciate that, Lolly. Make my day. Thank you. DJ Phono says, is it worth going LLC as a local owner operator? Nothing to do with local or over the road. It's a business thing. So if you think you need something, definitely that's not a bad way to go. And you can definitely level up with that with a S corp if you want to. However you want to do it. I think it's a good idea. Definitely get some professional help there. Rick N says be proactive on taxes rather than reactive. I think you ain't going to get an argument with that here. You know, I got a lot of videos on that. Like everybody thinks they need to go out and spend money on the truck for the sole purpose of saving taxes, right? Well, I think, you know, Rick N would probably agree. There's a lot of ways to legally protect money from taxes rather than to get rid of it. You can stash away some good money for yourself. You think?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's you know, if you need chrome though, I would always recommend the best write-off is chrome accessories. Second best is lights for the truck. And let me see what else can I throw in there? No, I'm just playing. Don't do stuff like that, obviously. I'm kidding.
I know.
But yeah, no, I'm not a fan of you know, spending money to save money on taxes. It's the numbers don't work out, you know. It's you do the
There's
math and
other things to do first, you know, and then we can
right.
come back to that later. You know, if we've done everything we can, well, then we can come back to that. But maybe you need tires next year, you know, and whatever. You can pre-buy. I mean, there's so many things you can do, and that's where that good CPA will come in. And you know, it's a way you can measure it too if your CPA is any good or not. Say, hey, I need to save some taxes here. Where can I put this money? What can I do? And see kind of the things they throw out at you. If they just say, well, you could buy a new truck. Well, there's nothing wrong with the truck I got. You know, let's find out some other ideas, you know. Tons you can do. Laura Bruno's in the house. Hey, Laura, that's a good channel. We like that channel. Everybody check out that channel. Very supportive. Rick N. DJ, what state, what assets do you own personally? Okay, he's going to help DJ there with his LLC, so we'll jump after that here. KJA says, hey, Rick, anywhere you can recommend to help out with starting LLC? I'm in Texas. You can file that one through your state of Texas. I don't know what the state institution down there is. Where I live, it's called the Wisconsin Department of Financial Institutions. You're going to have something like that down there in Texas. Don't know what your agency will be called. It's not too complicated. Rick N says retirement accounts. Yes, Rick N, you're exactly right. We got a lot of videos on that. So if you need to, you know, put some money away tax free, retirement accounts is a good start. Rick N says Chrome is a horrible write-off. We're going to strongly disagree with you on that.
Yeah, I do too. If you Google, I just Google Texas LLC. You know, once you skip all the LegalZoom and the Zen Business and Swiftly filing ads, you will come to SOS, you know, Secretary of State.
There you go.
www.sos.state.tx.us. And right there, it's got it for you. Formation of Texas, you know, right there, LLCs.
Okay. Don't forget, now LLC isn't the end of the story. If you're going to do this yourself, there's some things that go along with that. Operating agreement and articles of organization. There's some forms you'll also need, and you can get those off of like U.S. legal forms or whatever. If this is all new to you, you know, ask around, kind of get some help. It's worth doing right. I mean, if you're only saving, $50. I don't know what it costs in your state, but if you're saving like $50, you know, you might want to have somebody help you with that. It's worth it. Storm Trucking says, Cash, that UPS team job was filled, but I'm in their system now, going to be calling every other week or so. So the hiring manager at that terminal is super nice. Fill us in on that UPS team job you were talking to Storm Trucking about.
Storm Trucking is talking about teaming up to get on at UPS as a, over the road team. And
okay.
I can tell you, if you can get one of those gigs, because I think the last I seen up in like Minnesota in that area, those guys are starting out at 81 cents a mile teaming.
Wow.
And
wow.
Yeah, that's UPS benefits, So
wow, nice.
Yeah. If you can get in a gig like that and you have someone you could tolerate to be in the truck with for 3 to 4 to 5 days at a time, and not murder them, and maybe them not murder you after the familiarity or whatever they call that wears off.
Yeah.
Once you get familiar with each other, you drop your guard a little bit, and the next thing you know, you're ripping farts, and like you're in the truck with yourself, and they come up out of the bunk and walk into a wall of fart, and the next thing you know, you're fighting them one arm going down the road or whatever.
Or like that. What did we learn in that live chat today from the Prime driver that somebody said their trainer while they were driving was in the back pooping in a bag while they were driving?
Yep. No time to pull over there. When the truck goes 62 mile an hour, you don't have time to pull over.
No.
That's the thing. That's why I don't like trucks that go like 55 mile an hour, because I like to be able to make it to the bathroom when I need to, like.
I might stab my co-driver over that. If I'm driving and I'm like, I'm like, turn around and they're back there popping a squat in a paper bag. I'd hit my brakes so hard I would put them through the windshield and then just take off driving. That's nasty.
Yeah, I'd be careful slamming on the brakes, because remember, they're behind you with a bag of crap. So
Yeah, I didn't think that all the way through, did I?
Maybe swerve real hard. Swerve. Get the truck rocking a little bit, but
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know what I would do if someone did that with me in the truck. I would drive the truck to anywhere near a major airport, and I would call an Uber to take me to the airport, where I would board a plane and never look back.
Yeah, you definitely want to let them keep that truck. It's damaged goods from then on, isn't it?
Yeah, the majority of my clothes in the back, if I was in a trainer truck, when I went to training, I took like $8 worth of clothes with me. Most of my clothes I buy at the Goodwill or the local, the local, church Salvation Army type, thrift store.
Yeah.
And so, I got about $7 in my wardrobe. The only thing I buy new is socks and underwear. Everything else has been pre-owned. It's broke in for me. So
exactly.
I just leave it all. I just let them have it and get on the plane and never look back.
There you go. Don Schonger says, Chrome for the motorcycle. Ask Dirty Broke 215. There you go. That's everybody go check out Dirty Broke 215. That's a fine man right there.
He's a good guy.
Man. Yep. And you want to learn about driving local? That's the man to learn it from. Teach you.
Yep.
Oh, Asian My stopped in. That's the man right there. Thanks for jumping on my live today, guys. Hey, thanks for jumping in here, and thanks for having both of us. I don't know if you're still in here now,
right?
But I tell you what, that's everyone definitely check out his channel, and that man helps people. He's unselfish, and he really wants to help people, and we certainly both appreciate it.
Yeah, he put in a 3 hour live today, and he still jumps in here to say hi.
Yeah, that's working, man. I don't know if I could.
Yeah.
I know if you weren't here, I definitely couldn't talk for 3.5 hours. Can't carry it by myself. This is some heavy lifting here. I don't know how he does it. And every day, like 5 days a week. I mean, you do like 9 times a day, but you take breaks in between.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my longest live ever was about 2.5 hours. And I literally was like, I look like Angus Young walking off stage. I just stood up and fell into the bed back there. I couldn't even walk off stage. So how he does it with those every day like that, it's unbelievable.
And they're not just get on there and shoot. He puts a lot of research and a lot of time into this. I'm like, Wow, that's impressive. So yeah, once again, thanks. That's anything you ever need, bro. Like we both told you, we got you. Rick N says look for a local enrolled agent. All right, that's good advice. Storm Trucking, she recommended I did that. That way I stay on their mind. Okay, for UPS. Yep, awesome.
Yep.
Lone Star says his chrome gives him great fuel mileage. I need some of that chrome. Is it like because the chrome is a more slippery surface, so the air can kind of just slide right along it? Imagine that. Hey, there might be some science to that, right?
Yeah, I don't know if the weight would offset that or not. Chrome's pretty heavy, but hey, when they come out with lightweight chrome, like all this plastic chrome you see on trucks now, like
The front of
my
the Lone Star.
my whole grill assembly is just plastic, covered in
Yeah.
chrome.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I'm gonna get Lone Star on that. That way he can save some weight.
That it's chrome leaf, right?
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
It comes off when a rock hits it. It just starts peeling like my mirror over here. Yeah, it's high quality stuff.
There you go. Here's two good channels here: Kelly's Kitchen and Laura Bruno. Everybody, definitely check them out. I'll leave that up there for a minute. Cassandra is helping you out here on that link to Texas for that LLC. Appreciate that,
Okay.
Cassandra. And Rick says pay someone to do your LLC filing. There you go. All right. If you don't know how to do it, definitely.
I was joking on LegalZoom there. I filed an LLC in Tennessee one time under with LegalZoom, and they made it pretty quick and painless. So hey, I paid for it. Don't get me wrong, I paid for it, but yeah, they made it pretty quick and painless.
Awesome. I did my own through. My state is so simple to do, and I already had everything else I needed to do it. So it's like I just did it. But yeah, it's not. I don't think no big deal if you want to hire somebody. I don't discourage anybody from. It's always worth professional help.
And after I did it, I was like, boy, I should have did that myself. That was super easy. I shouldn't have paid a couple $100 to LegalZoom to do it. But LegalZoom does send you a nice big, faux leather bound binder with all your stuff in it. And they send you some little stock certificates for your LLC. And they do some nice little things like that,
Nice. You got to get something for your $200, right?
Right. Yeah. So, but it was nice, it was presented nice at least, so you kind of get a little something for what you're paying for there.
All right. Yeah. We got people helping each other out here, Cassandra and Rick and KJA. So they're going to work that out for themselves here. Lone Star Transport says we need more short videos, Asian Mai, preferably from Jenna though. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about that for a minute. He got me on that. I'll be honest. I was one of them thirsty truck drivers there for a second. He got me. Not for more than about a split second though. I straightened up pretty quick. He did a clickbait video where he got himself in a compromising position there before you realized it was Asian Mai himself. He led you to believe it was his girlfriend. So did he get you on that?
I click on all his videos, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But off the record, I'll say he needs to hurry up, pay her that $100 for that bet.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Yep. 32 in the house. How many? I can't see on Streamlard how many likes you got. So everybody hit that like button.
29 likes. Yeah, everybody get after that like button. Get after the like button.
Yeah, on StreamYard here. I don't know how you do that.
I got it going on the other phone here. That's how I saw it.
Okay. Good deal. That's a good number to have in the chat here. Most I've ever had. So imagine they come to see you.
No, I think it's all your newfound. I think it's all your newfound fans here. Well, people coming to check it out.
I appreciate every one of them, and I promise to answer all their questions the best I can, and I'm darn sure going to do it. If you get tired of me, you just let me know, and we'll wrap it up and hit the showers.
I'm gonna put a link to the Asian Mai video. Everybody can go watch that. His clickbait booty video.
Yeah, do that. Where do we leave off here? Kelly's Kitchen says, I get the stink wall at home now. I sleep in the garage. Oh, your husband must be a pig. Okay, that's right. I'm her husband. I'll let y'all know.
The wall of fart.
Yeah, I confess.
Man.
They had pickled herring on sale at the grocery store yesterday. What's a
Ooh.
man supposed to do?
Oh my Lord.
What are you supposed to do? Yep. Lone Star Transport says grab the Pampers box and drive home. I don't see the world famous Pampers box in the screen tonight.
Oh, it's Huggies, man. It's Huggies all the way. Like,
All right.
I don't know. I turned the light off. Yeah, I don't know. Where's it at? Oh, I got the camera turned. That's what it is.
Yep, that's
StreamYard
right.
shows up weird. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. World famous Pampers box. We're gonna start. I'm gonna get me a Loves box in my sleeper, and we're going to have diaper wars.
Oh, well, see, that's just it. We're potty training our last right now, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
about to run out of storage boxes, so I'm hoarding them right now because they make such great storage boxes.
That's right.
They're great for like taking your clothes in and out of the truck. Like when I go home, I put all my clothes, my dirty clothes. I'd much rather have a box than a bag. So
Yeah.
I throw all my dirty clothes in a Huggies box, and magically they come back all folded and neat and clean.
I know how that works. Something like that happens to me. I gotta watch my mouth. I'm within striking distance.
I got a Korean laundry at my house. You should try that.
You better watch yourself. She might decide to watch this.
Oh, my wife would never watch me on TV or
No, but
the
she would watch
phone or
me.
YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. Victor Lopez Valentin says hi from Puerto Rico. Wow, thanks for joining us all the way from Puerto Rico. That's pretty awesome. Rick says plastic chrome was a lightweight chrome. That's right. Terry Lively says chrome doesn't make you money. It will cost you money. We're just having a little bit of fun. Wait, you're right. Juan Adams says, yo, Big Cash, I'm looking to buy my first reefer. What's your favorite? He wants to know from the man himself.
Yeah, I prefer Great Dane, even though that's not what's behind me right now. But I pull the company's trailer, so I take what I can get. But preferably, if there is a Great Dane in the yard, I'm gonna grab that Great Dane, and that's the way I like it. I don't know, they make a better trailer, little heavier, but worth the wait.
Awesome. What kind of unit?
Carrier unit.
Any specific model or just carrier in general?
The biggest one I can get. Like
7500 X4.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's what I'm rocking with a Great Dane trailer.
Yeah, that's the way to be.
Full aerodynamic package.
Yep.
Yep.
That's where you want to be. Baby Jesus comes back pulling that Great Dane around.
That's right. You don't want to see Jesus seeing you pulling a Vanguard. He wouldn't like that.
Oh, no. That's not the way to be.
No, I got lost here. Okay. And we got the reefer question. They're doing some more LLC chat back and forth. We're doing some more LLC chat. Ozzy says, thanks for all the help. Well, thank you, Ozzy, for coming in. Oh, we speak of the devil and he shall appear. Truckers Assistant Coach TV says, what's up? How you doing there, Truckers Coach TV Assistant Coach? Sorry about that. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you coming in.
So I guess Coach isn't live anymore.
Must not be. He sent his assistant over here to help us out. Okay, you dropped the link to that Asian My Booty video. Appreciate that. Everybody, check that out. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for the worst. Definitely. Yeah. Oh, Dan's Outdoor Adventures is in here. Subbed after seeing you with Asian My. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, sir. That was awfully nice of him to have me in. We picked up quite a few subscribers from over there, and actually we were both on there. Cash was on there about a month ago, so hopefully everybody subscribe to that channel if you're not already.
Yeah, that was a good live yesterday. That really was. That'll get a lot of views, I think, because you look at watch time, and I think, like, look at the booty video. It didn't get many views, and normally he gets a lot more because everybody clicked off of it immediately, But the one you were on, I think people will stick through that one. I think you end up getting a lot of views on that one.
You think so? You mean which one do you mean, the booty video?
Asian My Booty.
Oh, that one? Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody clicked on it. Then as soon as they seen him, they clicked off. Like.
Not me. I'm loyal. I stuck around. Right to the end.
Yeah, you were hopeful at some point it would change, right? You was like, it can't be. It can't
No,
be.
no, we hang in there right till the bitter end.
Uh,
Here's a good question. DJ Phono says, "What do you guys do for health insurance, dental and vision, as an owner op?" Well, I have it through my spouse. I'm lucky enough to have a spouse that has it, and it's a good question. Do you have any thoughts on that? I don't know what your situation is.
yeah, I get mine through the state, and it is stupid high. So
Yeah,
definitely get that figured out before you decide to become an owner operator.
yeah. I always
Because
tell people, unfortunately, like they say, "What should I become an owner op?" I'm like, "Well, the first thing you better do is figure out health insurance." And
yeah,
the problem is, I'm sorry we don't have a better answer, but it's so different from person to person. Like in my situation, if I had to get it on my own, it might cost me $1,800 a month. It might cost you $2,700 a month. It's all your age and family and pre-existing conditions and your. I mean, it's not
yeah,
trying to dodge your question, but that's the best thing I can say. Look around. I mean, the internet's your friend on that one. Really, call everybody. Call a broker. Definitely do brokers because then they'll shop it around.
right.
Yeah, kind of like truck insurance. Um, I know the Affordable Care Act was supposed to make everything cheaper, but looks like everything just went sky high. We can charge how much? Okay, we're just going to go charge that much.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's mine's went up every year since that passed. I mean,
Just for
just
no
to be
good
honest.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Just for being.
Yeah.
Um, but hey, we're on pace for Medicare for all. So you know, we'll all be paying sky high for
Wait a minute.
insurance through our taxes.
Wait a minute. It's supposed to be free.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It will be. It will be. Except for the people that work or earn money in any way.
There's no as high price to be paid as free, is there?
Oh, I hate when they say free, man. Um, you know.
Free for everybody but you and me.
Right. Yeah. I love it when the government gives me my own money back and then tells me they're doing me a favor in some way. Like
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. The grumpy trucker says it doesn't make sense to hire smart people and then tell them what to do. We hire smart people so they can tell us what to do. Steve
yeah,
Jobs. That's a good quote. I never heard that before. That's
yeah,
that's a good
I
one.
like that. I always say, you hire professionals, get out of their way. Like, like
Yeah.
you don't go in there and tell your doctor, hey, let me give you my advice. You don't go into your mechanic, and tell him, hey, uh, you know, I diagnosed it as this. You can tell them what sounds it's making, and like you can tell your doctor what hurts, but at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's and I look at a lot of big companies like that too. You hire drivers, maybe get out of their way, let them do what they got to do.
Yeah.
You know, these
Definitely.
babysitting companies.
Yeah. Absolutely. And a trucker's assistant coach wants to know if he can come on the live. Um Maybe next time. Next time we'll have you in here. Last time we had you in, your phone wasn't up to snuff, so I don't know if you got that problem rectified or not. But we'll do that another time. I brought Cash on here. I just want to give him the time right now, and definitely have people
Well,
check out his channel.
the assistant coach, he's got the chalkboard, like you're going to have a dry erase board. He's got a chalkboard. He could draw you up some profit loss statements on there. I'm sure. Like, I mean,
Is it all in?
he's the assistant coach. He's not the third string coach.
Is it all in
Like,
red?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let me see some comments here. People talking back and forth. Mark Early says, "Hi everyone. Hi Mark. Thanks for stopping in. We enjoy you joining us here. Vic Med's in here. What's up, bro? Have you met Vic? Are you familiar with Vic Med channel? I'm gonna put that
Yep.
up because people need to see that channel too. He's a man. He's a lot like Dirty Broke. Like helps people, man. He's like an OG.
Yep.
He's like one of the two people that kind of inspired me to do this, even though he didn't have any idea that he did that and stuff. I really appreciate that, man. He's a good man. Everybody check out the Vic Med channel. He's a Southern California, kind of the ports and doing local work and stuff. And really a knowledgeable guy. He's got a small fleet going out there. and really treats his drivers well. So I'll leave that up for a little bit. Thanks for coming in, Vic. That's awfully nice of you.
And Mark drives for CFI. If anybody has any CFI questions, yeah. Mark comes into my lives a lot. He was getting timed out a lot in the Asian Mai earlier. He has some strong opinions on Prime. So
I didn't see that. Okay, is that a channel or is that just a gentleman there?
I don't think he has a channel. He's my go-to source on CFI information. He's been over there like 15 years or something like that. He's been over there a long time.
Wow, nice. Lone Star Transport is punching out. He says, "Good night, everyone. Be safe. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it." Oh, now you're going to put my English skills to the test. Gus Fatima Construction. Did I nail that? He says they start.
I just call him Gus. He comes into mine a lot, my lives a lot. I just call him Gus.
All right. He says, start out in your business making under a certain amount of money, depending on the state. You can apply for the state provided healthcare. Okay, that's good. That's good information. Yeah, I know every state has that. I think here it's called Badger Care, and there's the federal one. There's a solution out there for everybody. It's just a matter of can you afford it?
Right.
I hate that they take all your financial information to decide what they're going to charge you for health insurance. That just sucks. It seems kind of discriminatory. It should, my health insurance should be based on my health, not my credit rating and like how much money I have. Seems like they want to, so mad at rich people and this and that and equal. Everything should be equal. Then stop making it. You're the one making it unequal.
Right. I've got some strong beliefs on health insurance, and just quickly, I don't think your insurance should be tied to your job.
No, it didn't used to be till World War II.
Your car insurance isn't tied to your job.
Yeah.
It's got a lot to do with unions and keeping people to be employees and not self-employed.
Well, do you know how that got started? World War II, they had wage freezes, so employers could not give their employees any kind of raises or anything. So they started offering benefits. Health insurance was one of the benefits they offered, and it just never went away.
Yeah.
So Ozzy says, another question, guys, for insurance purposes, is it good getting DOT now or later? I mean, are you talking about like health insurance or like truck insurance? For like truck insurance and stuff, it won't really matter. The rate's going to be what it is any time of year, really. So it's just relevant to when you want to start. Doesn't really matter. Rick says, talk to me once they give everything away. I'll show you how to protect your money. I'm going to remember that. We're going to come to you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Freight Truckin' says health insurance and its costs are a huge obstacle. I know for me, I have researched that more than anything. Freight Truckin', if you've come up with any good solutions or you want to steer anybody in a certain direction, feel free to drop that information. If you think it'll help somebody else out. All right. More tax advice there. We'll skip that. And Gus says it's because you're cutting out the independent healthcare providers, which gives them no competition, which jacks up healthcare. I can't disagree with that. There's all kinds of reasons. We could sit and find some faults and problems just about anywhere we want to look, and we could find problems all day long with this one, can't we?
Yep.
Plenty of blame to go around. DJ Phono says Vic Med is the man. You're absolutely right. Vic Med says thanks, bro. No, thank you, man. Without you and Gordon Roberts in DIY, this channel never would have happened. And that's the facts right there. Hashtag facts. Is that what they say?
Hashtag facts.
Nice.
You know how many more? You know how much of your video just got shared out because you said hashtag facts.
Was that the way it works?
That must be one of the most trending things ever on Twitter, because I love dropping hashtag facts all over the place.
I better drop it in my own video then. Here,
there you go.
See if I can spell it though. I think I got it right. Ozzy says Vic Med and then Spanish. I gotta learn to speak Spanish. Grumpy Trekker says Vic Med rocks. These are absolutely right too. Vic, I don't know if you're still in here, but you made that video the other day, or that live chat about the CBD oil, and one of the guys in the live chat really upset me that he was bragging about, how he would scam the system every time he would get drug tested and use this synthetic urine. And I beat every 5-panel drug test, and he didn't seem to want to let up on that. And it was really disrespectful to people. I mean, even like you or me in my position, a carrier. It's like he has no concern for what he's doing to the carrier or his boss or the person that he works for, putting his boss's whole way of life and everything he built at risk because he wants to just go smoke pot every day and then try to beat a drug test. That really sucks. I'm gonna work on a video and talk about that from like the carrier's point of view. That just really rubbed me the wrong way, and I could tell you didn't like it either. You're a little more reserved about it though. So Ozzy said it was for truck insurance. Okay, for the end of the year. Yeah, it's relative. I mean, you just get it when you start your business. It really won't matter much other than that. Gus said you nailed it. Absolutely. A couple wise men dropping the hashtag facts. Rick says they told insurance companies in 12 to 24 months they have to cover pre-existing conditions and free checkups. So they raise the prices on everyone. Yeah, yep. We're going to see more of that. The climate is that the political climate is that a certain percentage of people think they're being cheated and deserve more free stuff. We just want more free stuff, and with no regard of how we're going to make that happen or get it or pay for it. So I think that's exactly what they're going to give them, unfortunately. And then the poor schlubs like us and the people in here that are trying to build the businesses, we're going to be the ones paying for it.
Oh, I'm all about the free stuff. I say let China pay the bill. Seems to be working good now.
Maybe we can sell that one to China, right?
Yeah. I just raise people's blood pressure. Sorry about that. I'm totally joking, by the way.
Yeah. We joke a lot.
I'm definitely in the camp of there's no such thing as free. I think we should take care of the elderly and the poor in this country, but
those who can't take care of themselves. I mean, when I remember when the from this war, Middle Eastern war, soldiers were coming back, and for a while, a hot minute there, they talked about making these soldiers pay for their own health care when they got back, pay for their own amputations and stuff. And I'm like, that'll be a cold day in hell. We do that before we pay for somebody's. Sorry to upset anybody, but you ain't paying for somebody's gender reassignment surgery before you pay for that man's amputated leg. It just that's you're insulting every American. But Vic, you're still in here. If there's anything you want to plug, if you're looking for drivers, if you're looking for whatever you're looking for, put it out there, man. Put it out there, because I know you take care of your drivers. He's in Southern California. If anybody's looking to do some local work out there, I don't know if he's hiring, but you're welcome to put that out there. And Rick N says F Congress. Well, thanks for keeping it clean. Appreciate that. We don't want to get this one demonetized. We held it together for an hour and 40 minutes. We don't want to blow it up now, right?
Yeah.
What else were we going to talk about tonight? Is there anything you want to talk about?
Well, I've had an interesting day. I can talk about that a little bit. Showed up for a delivery, got my 4 a.m. delivery done this morning, showed up for a 8 a.m. delivery, and then I was told that was scheduled for tomorrow at 8 a.m. So, trucking's not all glorious, you know what I mean? Then I got 2 deliveries tomorrow in Houston, by the way, that this is going to bump back. So,
man, you ain't going to make it. You ain't going to make it.
It's going to be rough. No, it's going to be rough.
Well, Vic Med says I am looking for drivers to do local work. Thanks. Drop a link to your channel, drop some contact information, drop something, because people come in. I'll put it up on the screen here. People come in to both our channels all the time where should I go to work? Where's a good place to work? I'm here. There's people in Southern California, and you're the man down there to see for that. So if you want to drop something, an email or a link to your channel, I will post it here on the screen so people can see it on the replay. Trucker's assistant coach wants in. We'll get you in here next time. I'll have you on one-on-one by yourself. You can say everything you want to say.
I can just imagine the track suit and the whistle and the sweatband, like, on the assistant coach. So,
well, it could happen. We'll definitely have some beverages. Okay, I'm putting this link up here on the screen, email address. And if you're in Southern California and looking for a good job, regular home time, I'm not intimately familiar. I don't know if you're home every night or just every week, but you don't go more than like 100 miles of the Los Angeles area, something like that. Good work, good money, want to be treated right. Check out this email right here and talk to Vic right there. Vic, I should try and get with you someday. You'd be the man to talk to about like thinking about hiring and expanding a little bit, and could probably get some good advice from you. So maybe someday I'll email you myself here. Rick N says, let him in. Rick, you don't want that. Not tonight. It's too late at night.
I would imagine it's just going to be a mannequin in a tracksuit with a sweatband on.
No, I don't know what his deal is. He can get a little temperamental. Rick says, oh, that 150 rule must be nice. Yeah, it's all it's local work out there in Southern Cal. And tell you what, that's where the money is right now. If you're a reefer haulers, California, you want to be out there. Just look on the load boards and check out those rates out of California for produce and what have you. My truck's not California legal, or I might be tempted to check it out myself, but I spent a lot of years out there. Nothing I really want out there anymore.
Right.
Plus the old truck I got, she ain't really built for the mountains anyways. Not like Betty White.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the mountains myself. Doesn't really work for me. I got a really high gear ratio. It's no fun in the mountains.
Okay. Yeah, Vic says home every night. If the driver wants to go home, all right, he's all in for helping people out. Appreciate that. We'll probably do that. We should collab sometime. That'd be nice. I saw him. I didn't know you and Asian Mai were close. That's pretty cool too. It was nice to see you on there, Vic. What do we got here? Rick N says in 15 years, no trucks will be California legal. Man, I tell you
electric.
What, 15 years, I don't even know if it's going to take that long. They might need, I wouldn't be surprised if they ban electric trucks out there someday. They're so nutty. Japers Cripes. They're going to want trucks that run on, unicorn farts and rainbows.
Oh, hey, I'm going to have to step out for a second. You going to stay on for a minute?
Yeah, you up for it, or you?
Yeah. I got to run in and use the bathroom. I'm dancing over here.
All right. Yeah,
I'll be back in a second.
Yeah. DJ Phono says you guys need to live together soon before my quarantine ends next week. What do you quarantine? You got the vid? You got the COVID or what? Live together soon. Who do you want us to live together? You just let me know. We'll try to make it happen for you because we care. Vic Med says you have a real truck, bro. These trucks nowadays are sissy la trucks compared to your truck. I don't know about that. Old Big Orange there, she's kind of tired. She's getting up there in age. And we're keeping her going, though. I'm starting to see a lot of trucks for sale out there in the Southern California. Yeah, Trucker's Assistant Coach, if you want to come in now, just pop on in. We'll let you in for a few minutes while Cash is gone. Come on in. We'll give you your chance. What was I saying? Yeah, Vic, I'm starting to see a lot of trucks out there for sale on like Facebook and Truck Paper and stuff for really reasonable money because now they're no longer California legal. I saw somebody out there had a 99 Classic XL and they were selling it with the reefer, and what they wanted like 18,000 for it or 20,000 for it. I thought about taking a look at that because the truck looked in really good, really nice condition. I think there's deals to be had out there right now for that kind of stuff. Typically, the rest of the country, those trucks would be high because they're older, ELD exempt, whatever. That's a big deal to a lot of people. And but out there, you seem to be able to pick them up really cheap, and that sucks that they're, the state of California is doing that to you, making you spend all that money unnecessarily because they're going to turn around and ban those trucks too. They're now finding out in California, they're saying that the DEF is causing cancer and killing all the trees. So now they want to get rid of DEF and mandate some new technology. And it's just ridiculous what they do to business owners out there in California. It's just, I can't believe people stand for it. And I don't know how you can survive that kind of climate, in any business out there. They're so anti-business. I don't know how you got to make it out there. That's probably why a cheeseburger is $25, DJ Phono says positive, brother. Well, thank you. Absolutely. We like to do that. Rick N. O, trucker assistant coach, you come out yet? I think we got a little behind here. Gus says Teamsters still around. I believe Teamsters is still around. I was Teamsters for like 2.5 years at a factory I lived in. Didn't suit me well. As far as Teamsters and trucking, I think you're only looking at, boy, what carriers here are still Teamsters. I don't really know, but they do exist. I think maybe Yellow Freight, Yellow Roadway. Are they Teamsters yet?
Yellow's getting rid of the roadway in the name, by the way. I seen an article the other day. They're going back to just Yellow.
Really?
Yep.
That didn't take long.
ABF is still Teamsters. USF Holland, which is part of Yellow, still Teamster. Yeah, I can't think of many more that are still Teamsters.
Okay.
Cisco, the Cisco Minnesota's Teamsters. A lot of US Foods are Teamsters.
I think it is mostly like your cartage companies, your day cabbers, like Yellow Roadway and those kind of companies are probably the only place you're going to find Teamsters anymore. But I don't know. B Rad says, great live show tonight. I'm buying a truck and leasing to a carrier. Do I need to file UCR? Your carrier should be taking care of that. That's their responsibility. Buying a truck and leasing to a carrier, if you're looking for advice, we would both say don't lease that truck from the carrier. Get your own truck.
Yep.
Get your own asset, because just a little bit more independence that you have and a little bit more say-so, and financially you're better off. So,
yep.
Vic says, I love my 2008 Series 60, man. That truck is a beast. I'm having my seats done right now. I'll post a video. Yeah, do that. We like to see that. Now, 2008 Series 60, I didn't think those were even legal in California anymore. I thought it was like 2013 they were up to now, or 2012, wasn't it? But maybe it's different if you're based out of California, you're grandfathered in. I don't really know. I know there's a big pushback in the ports when they did all that as well. There should be, but I don't really know where that law stands right now. Vic, can you give us an AB5 update? I know you kind of got that pushed off to the side for now. Congratulations. I think you had a big part in that. So let us know on that. Gus says, yeah, I'm still waiting on those yoga pants, Cash. LOL, I stole a pair from my wife. You setting it up for him to do booty videos with you, cranking landing gears and stuff, washing windows?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a crotch cam. I'm gonna get some yoga pants, and it's gonna be Frog Eyes. I'm gonna name the channel Frog Eyes, and Cassius King it'll be old news. It'll just be mostly crotch videos.
I never heard that term until you said it to me the other day, and I wish I never heard it. I could live the rest of my life not knowing what that means.
Well, women have a term for that, and
I know.
Canadian women have a term for it, so I figured men needed a term for it. So,
well, thanks for nothing. Appreciate that.
Anytime. That's what I'm best at.
I was planning on sleeping tonight, but we'll see now.
Yeah.
Rick N says Yellow is Teamsters. Okay, that's what we thought.
Yeah. Yep.
Blaze 68. Hey guys. Hey Blaze. Thanks for coming in. Go ahead.
UPS Teamsters. That's probably the biggest Teamsters.
You're right.
UPS.
You're right. You don't see a lot of unions in trucking companies anymore.
No.
Gus says hopefully they will succeed by then. Yeah. Yeah. G Friday, seen you on Asian My Show. You have a great channel. Thanks, G Friday. Thanks for coming in. And this man here, this Cash is King Trucking, he was on Asian My about a month ago, so definitely check out that channel too. Go over there and subscribe. You want to drop your link again in the chat?
Sure. Yeah.
If anybody in here has a link they want to drop, Vic, you want to drop a link to your channel? I would do it for you. But you are looking at the most technologically inept YouTube live streamer in the history of all of YouTube.
I find it hard to do things on the StreamYard. It's nice that you can bring people in, but I like the interface of just the YouTube better myself.
Yeah, this is I don't see a place. See, and then they have a paid version where you can do different things, and I'm so cheap that I just use the free version, and I don't even know how to work that. You should have seen when I started this stream. I'm sitting here talking and talking, waiting for people to come in, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I got to click that button that says begin broadcast.
Yeah, I sit here, when it says enter the studio, I sit there for like 2 or 3 minutes, like, what's going on? I kept checking my microphone. I was like, and then finally I scrolled down and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is like my first time doing anything, I guess.
Rick has an idea, and this is something we actually already talked about. He says, Cash, you should go undercover at Prime. We talked about that, having like sending him back to orientation at Western Express with those glasses with the camera in them.
Yeah.
And
I tell you right now, if you want, I'm thinking about lighting my channel up and getting more subscribers by, I went down to the local Lululemon yoga pants store, and I got them custom making me a pair of waist 40 extra frumpies, and when they get those cranked out, I'm gonna run right down to Prime. I'm gonna get Prime to send me to orientation in Springfield, and I'm gonna light my channel up. I'm gonna put out videos every 5 minutes of just nothing. And
now, can you get the proper angle on the camera, like put it on the ground so we're looking up at that?
Yeah, I'll have a camera in my shoe, facing upwards up my leg all day.
Okay.
So it'll be unsettling images all day,
Perfect. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, I got some Lululemon yoga pants and a belly shirt coming. So
all right,
we're finna light this
That's what
fire.
We want to see. We've both figured out how to make it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you need tight booty pants, and a tight shirt, and then you need a Prime truck.
Yeah.
Or like a Hirschbach truck. Probably Prime, probably the biggest draw though, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like I'd have a lot of competition because boy, those Prime drivers do have some YouTube channels. So I don't know. Maybe if I went with a lesser known company, maybe like still Mega Fleet, but not every driver has a channel. Maybe like try and think of who would be. I don't know, Schneider. I see a lot of Schneider drivers. Maybe
I haven't seen. I've never seen a Schneider driver have a YouTube channel yet.
Oh yeah, they're out there.
Okay.
The one back in the day, there were a lot of them taking their Schneider finance truck over to Landstar. That was a big thing. So I've seen a lot of that in the past. Which I guess I don't know. Like
at least they let you leave with it.
Yeah. Which someone told me the other day, Prime is doing that now, but it has to be like.
They better be careful.
There's a lot of parameters. Yeah, well, it's like your maintenance account has to have like a huge amount of money in it for you to be able to leave. So.
Well, they'll never let that happen.
Yeah. So.
G Friday here. Welcome. It's a good question here. Is it a good idea or a bad idea to get an emissions truck, deleted, drive it till it blows, and get a glider? Well, I think what you mean is when the engine blows, put a motor in it like a glider. That doesn't really work. A glider is actually a designated VIN number built as a glider from the manufacturer. So like pulling out an emissions engine and putting in a pre-emissions engine is actually illegal. That doesn't make it a glider. What makes it a glider is that it came that way from the factory. So that's technically illegal. Not saying people don't do it. As far as deleting it, I mean, you could be putting yourself in a whole host of problems here. It's like, I know several people that have done it. Biggest issue is like after you delete it, who are you going to find to work on it? Because it's like you can't take it to any dealer. They will refuse, and they might even turn you in. And any independent shop, they can face a serious fine for working on your truck after it's been deleted. So you're really gonna
don't delete it.
No, I don't recommend that either.
Not worth it.
Especially not to mention the fact that the person you get to do it might not know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
So it's risky. I mean, I understand the benefits you're trying to get, but you got to know the risks of it too. And you know,
that truck wasn't designed to be deleted. You know, like
no.
You know.
Yeah. If you want a glider, go get a glider from the jump.
Yeah.
Get a glider from the get-go, and just do like I do, rebuild that thing one piece at a time, you know, Johnny Cash style, and make it your truck, and go about it that route. You know, get what you want right from the beginning. If you don't overpay for it. Gliders can be expensive, but
so the way I understand it is, if your engine blows and you replace the engine, you can replace it with the year model that the truck is or newer, but you can't go backwards.
In a regular truck.
Yeah.
In a glider, you could put anything in there you wanted to.
Right.
Yeah. Older or newer, it doesn't matter. Once it's the glider will have a VIN number, a digit in your VIN designated that designates it as a glider truck, and it'll also say it on your registration and your title. Like on mine, it says right on there, Columbia 120 glider. So, Rick N says Honey Badger just did a clickbait looking for a bigger toy. Okay. Well, not really. I know who that Honey Badger is. I'm not that familiar with the channel though, but I know who it is. Gus says the government wants to control everybody. They're going to make it harder to stay in business. They want all equal salary for everybody. Boy, that's, you can't argue with that. Everybody wants everything equal, but like they don't want to do any more to be on equal footing with people that are already making more money than them because they want to work harder. It's like this. It's never going to be equal. It's impossible. It's like it is equal. We have equal opportunity, but we don't guarantee equal outcome. The outcome is up to you. You got the opportunity. It's like they say, oh, these people don't have any opportunity in education. We all got the same damn opportunity. You just choose not to take part in it. So we don't guarantee equal outcome. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. Looks like Honey Badger stepping up the channel here. There's her I Need a Bigger Toy video. And this one where she's got a gun down here. I don't know if you can see that one or not.
Oh my gosh.
But,
wow. She's learned. She's been taking she's been talking to Coco.
Subscribed.
Wow, look at that.
I subscribe to everyone that's on it. Man, if they got a channel, like I subscribe. It is so hard to build a channel on YouTube. You know, like tap that. If you watch people's videos, if you watch more than one of their videos, just go ahead and hit the subscribe. Like, doesn't cost you anything. It really helps channels out, I think.
Yeah, you can learn something from anybody. Really, everybody's got something to teach. Even if they're not an owner operator, they can teach you how to be one, I guess, too.
Yes, I've seen that before. You know.
Yeah, John Hollingsworth says Trans Am. I got behind here, and I'm taking that out of context.
Trans Am what?
Yeah, Trans Am what?
The Pontiac? Love the Pontiac. Not so much a fan of the trucking company.
Yeah. Carlos Danger is in the house. He says, "What's up, Cash and DIY?"
Hey, Carlos.
Cash, I need to go for some Daisy Dukes. Oh, you gonna bust out the Daisy Dukes?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I might be a yoga pants type of guy.
Oh, the Daisy Dukes thing. I tell you what, where I live, not far from here, we have the biggest car show in America every year. And last year, well, it wasn't, they called it off this year because of the virus, but last year we decided to go. And this thing covers hundreds of acres. And last year, the special guest was none other than Catherine Bach, Daisy Duke herself.
Ooh.
Let me tell you what, she was charging money to get her autograph. I wasn't going to pay no money to get Daisy Duke's autograph, whatever. But I got close enough. Well, she was on lunch break, and we were standing by the tent. And as she came back from lunch, she walked like right at the next 5 feet from us. And time has not been good to Daisy Duke. It's rough. I mean, there's maybe some alcoholism there, some wear and tear. She did not look good. I was not what I remember as my childhood. We'll just put it that way. So I'm glad I didn't stand in line for that one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, let's face it. It's been like what 40 years ago since Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
And hey, you know,
Now if it was
yeah.
if we upgraded to the newer Daisy Duke with Jessica Simpson, I might stand in line for that autograph. Just saying. Just saying. G Friday says no. I'm saying ditch it. Okay, ditch the truck and start with a glider. Okay. Maybe you want to go just get a glider in the first place if that's what you want.
Or does he already have a truck? Is that what he's saying? He's going to delete his current truck and then get a glider?
Yeah, I don't really know. But he says he's looking for a 12.7 Series 60. That's the way you want to go if you're looking for a glider.
Well, before I deleted the truck I have now, I think I traded in with the, you know, the way it is. If you've got a truck and you want a glider,
yeah.
Once you delete it, it's yours. Once you delete it, it's yours. Ain't nobody taking that on the trade.
Yeah, and some people think it makes it worth more when you sell it, but really it doesn't because it's going to be harder to sell.
Mm-hmm.
So getting somebody to take on that problem, you know, it's going to be hard.
I mean, they're out there. You might get somebody, but you definitely narrow your, you know, your pool of buyers.
Yeah. Gus says, inside joke, Ash came up to get more views on YouTube. More views don't mean to be inappropriate. That must be between you and him, huh?
Yeah, he's on me about these yoga pants. He's holding me to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to do it. Like I wouldn't let my fans down. I got to be honest. Like
I hope I'm sick that day.
I'm calling on all favors when I do that. I'm gonna need everybody and their mama to share that out. Like
all right. I won't like it, but I'll do it. G Friday says that's socialism, and that is correct. He says which doesn't work. That is also correct. It's amazing how people are crawling out and demanding that, though. It just boggles my mind. This shows we don't teach history in schools. Ozzy says, darn it, I was thinking of getting a glider. Thanks for that pointer. Yeah, I mean, I'm nothing against glider. I have a glider. I wish I didn't have the glider that I have. I wish I got a better one. Lesson learned, but there's nothing wrong with gliders. I just say don't overpay for it. Don't overpay for a truck just because it's a glider. You know, they're getting a premium price right now because of the ELD thing, and you know, you don't want to pay more than a truck is worth just for that. Keep shopping around. You'll find something. They're out there. Oh, John Hollingsworth, the Trans Am must be talking about Undercover Driver. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do a TV show like that, Undercover Boss, and Undercover Driver.
Yeah.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Oh, that would be a great series on YouTube. Like, you know, let's get the prosthetic face going, you know, so they don't recognize me. And, you know, I'll go in there and I'll you know, I'll act like I just don't know what I'm talking about anything, you know, try to ask them real questions and watch them just, you know, treat me like crap. And then, you know, I'll take it to the whole never level. I'll go out on the road, you know, we'll keep the whole thing rolling, you know, like.
There you go.
You want to talk about views when I'm driving down the road and my trainer's back there dumping in a bag? I mean, dude, that's a thumbnail right there. I'm sorry. Like I'm a proponent of YouTube thumbnails that they get the views. And I can't imagine that thumbnail. You know, I would totally just wait till he was like mid-rip, and I just throw the curtain back and start taking pictures. Like,
You'd be damaged, visually damaged.
Yeah. Hey, you got to do what you got to do to get your channel off the ground. Like
You do. Yeah, YouTube. That algorithm is tough, isn't it? Rick's in here now, being mean to women. You gotta watch it, man. The wife's in here. She'll go honey badger on your ass right there. That's right. Don says we got your back. Gus says, and I heard they're gonna put a stop to the glider kits soon. They're going to try to get control again. They want you, your health care. They want to provide your college and regulate your job. Can't argue with that. The free college thing nearly blows my mind. You spend 8 years in college, but you're not educated enough to know how economics work. I'd want my money back.
Yeah.
Vic says it's funny. I'm booking loads, listening. You guys good? Multitasking. That's good. Vic, you should start a dispatch service. You know that? With all the honestly, seriously, make some money off it. With all the connections you got, and as good as you are you're sitting there working them load boards anyway. You should try and have a couple guys out there that just want to run local around, Southern California, whatever. You should be running a little dispatch service there too, making a little extra because you're doing the work anyways and you're good at it. I think you should be doing that. I know your wife helps you on. Bring her on. We'll build yourself another house out there. Yeah, that's good. He's got a whole video showing about the different. He does like drayage work and stuff, showing all the different. Like Landstar, all the brokers, same brokers we deal with, they all have like separate load boards for the drayage work and stuff like that. Did you know that?
Uh-uh.
I didn't know that either. I saw that. I just recently saw that in one of his videos. I don't remember if it was a live or a video, but yeah, that was pretty interesting. Yeah. So did you get that appointment rescheduled for that load? They screwed you over on here for tomorrow?
Yeah. It's got 5 a.m. on that one. So
okay,
maybe we can. I don't know. The other places will work with me. I can still get them all off tomorrow. But considering I'm guaranteed I'm going to be showing up at a grocery distribution center late in Houston on that second stop, is
okay.
It is what it is. It's chances are we're going to reschedule something. One of those two in Houston are probably going to be rescheduled for. Now the final stop's at a smaller place, so I'm thinking like maybe they could pull that off. But going to major grocery distribution in Houston on the second stop in the morning. So
I hope you make them all.
Guaranteed to going to be late on the second one. Like if Cisco pulled it off in 5 minutes, the time to drive to Houston from here is, Well,
that ain't gonna happen. You're probably gonna hit you with that $300 late fee, and then you're working.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vic says our next move is buying a lot so I can rent out spots to tractor trailer. That's a brilliant move down there in Southern California, man. If you had 1,000 acres, you could fill that thing with trucks, make it killing. Yeah, they get premium prices down there. Absolutely. Oh, BOC's in here. Oh no. Does he want to come on? We're running out of steam here. BOC, I tell you what, you can even come in if you don't have a shirt on. I know that's the way how you like to roll. It says Carlos, you're fired again. Come on in, man. Come on in.
BOC, can he get to the link?
Oh yeah.
The link maybe. Yeah, I think it's too far back to get to it again.
I'll drop that again. There we go. Come on in, man. If anybody wants to come in at this point, come on in. 30 in the house. How many likes we got there now, Cash?
We're sitting at 38 likes, so a lot of people not hitting the like. Come on, everybody, hit that like button. Treat it like your prom date and get after it.
Poke around the edges.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Rick N says, I hope you can get the zoning for truck parking in California. Yeah, he'll get it. That's the man that knows how to get things done. He's got the ear of the state legislature down there after battling them people on the AB5 law. He put that, I think her name is Lorena Davis, think that's her name, Lorena. Yeah, something like that. He put her through the ringer. But he fought hard on that AB5 law. People owe as much to him as they do anybody else for fighting that AB5. And AB5 is that thing where they wanted to take all the independent contractors and make them all employees. That would have been, they'd bring that to the whole country.
Mm-hmm.
Like New Jersey and Connecticut, they're all waiting to jump on that. They even said they're probably going to do their own anyways. So we definitely don't want that in this industry. That would tell you what, it would drive rates through the roof, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I believe it would. It'd be a lot of red tape. A lot of guys wouldn't want to jump through. Wouldn't be able to jump through. So yeah,
no,
it's definitely be good for rates, but I don't know how good it'd be for the industry long term.
It's not. It'll just probably hasten the whole autonomous trucks thing, because California, they don't care how radical something is, they'll do it. They'll do it.
Yep.
Drop that in a heartbeat. The autonomous trucks are going to kill 100 people a day. They don't care. That'll cut down on greenhouse gas, won't it? Less people.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. But yeah, I saw an ad on a YouTube video the other day, and I had no idea this was going on. That Volvo Trucks says next year they're going to have electric trucks on the road. I didn't even know Volvo Trucks was working on making one. Did you?
Yeah, they all are. I mean, everybody's in it, Peterbilt and Kenworth seen an ad or something, a news article about them the other day. I can't remember when they said it would be ready, but they were doing a PACCAR was working on. I think the Peterbilt was more electric, and the Kenworth was going to be more hydrogen cell or something like that.
I don't know why we never had a diesel over electric, kind of like the trains. It's a very viable system, and it's already in existence. And I don't know why we never got that.
What is that company, Halion or whatever? That retro?
Halion? Yeah, they got it going on. I like that. I'd like to put that retrofit on my truck. I would seriously consider that. I think of all the manufacturers out there, obviously Tesla's pulling it off, but I think Halion is the next one. They got a good thing going because they got a partnership with Freightliner. They're putting that whole system in Freightliner trucks, and they got a lot of pre-orders. That Nikola one was a scam from the get-go, and they're still scamming people.
Yeah. Did you see that guy on Jim Cramer the other day?
No.
He couldn't give a straight answer. Of course, Cramer was just snowballing him, softball, just knock it out of the park, and he still couldn't give a straight answer. So yeah.
No, GM's in on that now. So.
Well, GM actually they took ownership stake out. Like they cut the deal like in half. Yeah. The stock was down. Nikola was down like another 18% after that Jim Cramer interview.
They should just call it. They should hang it up.
Yeah.
They ran a scam on people. The gig is up.
I love it. I love that U.S. Express had their name on that truck rolling down that hill. Oh, that couldn't have been a better fit. Two big BSers just rolling side by side, all cuddled up together. Probably back there in the sleeper, touching each other.
Yeah, I'm surprised Max Fuller isn't a big investor in that. Maybe he is. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Vic says his son is a technician at Volvo in Fontana, and them trucks have been on the road for about a year and a half. I didn't know that. I didn't even know Volvo made an electric truck. I think Volvo would probably pull it off. Volvo, we take them for granted here in the U.S., but like everywhere other than the U.S., Volvo is like the truck. It's what everybody wants and what like most popular. I don't know why we don't have them. You ever see them Scandia cab overs and stuff they have in Australia?
Yep.
Those look like cool trucks. I wish we had them here.
Yeah, Scottish Trucker Tommy talks about that a lot. Like, because they're big over there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I wonder why they never came over here like Volvo did. Same exact thing.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. We need some more different things out here. They just can keep consolidating to less and less, and
right.
I think we could use some more choices. Like, remember how many automakers there used to be in this country at the turn of the century? Now we have a couple to pick from.
on your truck paper video you did earlier, I was looking. Auto car was an option on there. I was like, click on the auto car.
There were some auto cars and there were some Marmons. There was some Marmons on there.
I love a Marmon.
Yeah.
Love a Marmon.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. They still make auto cars.
Do they?
They're just vocational trucks like cement trucks and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think they're part of Freightliner. They might be.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Freight Trucking says, at BOC, your video today was great. I suggest after this live, everyone goes and watches it. All right, we can do that. What was it about, Freight Trucking?
I watched the BOC's video earlier. It was about the PPP loan information is public now. So if you took a PPP loan, it's out there. It's out there.
Oh, so the government, now the actual government themselves is going to dox people.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a topic. I mean, it is what it is. People took it or they didn't take it, but you could potentially be putting somebody at risk but then again, too, it is our tax money.
Yeah.
So, we have.
I think that was the logic behind the federal courts, making it public was, it's at the end of the day, it's public money. So.
Wait, yeah, it is, but we live in a world these days where people keep trying to shoot and stab each other over stupid things. So I don't know. I guess you could go both ways on it. If people were a little more rational and reasonable, but things are so volatile right now with people's behavior, kind of worry about that. But yeah, it's public money, so there you go. Brandon and Edemir, great info. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Rick N says PPP loan has been public for a while. Okay, did not know that. And Vic says Mack trucks are a beast. They're just heavy, but they're good trucks. Interesting you say that, because I've been looking at a couple Macks. The different models are heavy or not heavy. I've seen these Pinnacles that are the dry weight is 17.5 on them, and that's slightly lighter than my Columbia. But then the different, the Anthems, I think are heavier, and the different other models of Pinnacle are heavier yet. But they have some lightweight trucks. Kind of intrigued by them because the price is really nice on a truck with 215,000 miles. That's the kind of truck, man, if I could post it right now, I would. I don't know how to work this, but it's come across this Mack for sale. It's a 2016 with 215,000 miles for $40,000. It's a really nice truck. I'm damn near brand new. Why are people rushing out to lease purchase a $180,000 truck rather than something like this? Makes way more sense. And it's got warranty on it. People worried about the warranty. So I don't know.
Yeah,
it's easy.
I could poop in a box and put a warranty on it, but at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, you could get a good look at a T-bone by sticking your head up a butcher's ass, but wouldn't you rather take his word for it?
Right. But I mean, you think about that, you're exactly right, because people go out and spend $250,000 on, well, they never get to the end of the lease, but in theory, they're spending $250,000 on a new Freightliner, and it's for 40 grand, you can go out and get one of these Macks with, 200,000-300,000 miles on it. You know what I mean? I don't know. What's that warranty worth to you? Is it worth $210,000?
It's not worth $4,000 a month. I'll tell you that. That's for damn sure.
Right.
And what do they think that warranty doesn't last forever, so you're still paying that $4,000 a month after the warranty's gone, and you think just because you're paying for the truck that it don't break down? It still breaks down. Trucks break. Mm-hmm. It's just how it is. It's mechanical. Yep. Things break. Yeah. Cash is going to get home and all his wife's going to say, what's all this talk about yoga pants? Yeah, he's in trouble when he gets home, one way or another, for one comment he's made here for something or another. Cole's in the house. Thanks for stopping in. He says, what's up? Can a company driver keep driving for a company while trying to get his own authority? No unemployment gaps while waiting for DOT number, whatnot to clear? You absolutely can. You certainly can. You could set it up so on Tuesday you're done with their truck and Wednesday you step into your own truck. If you're that good and want to put that level of detail on it, there's nothing to stop you from doing that. In fact, that's a great way to do it. No downtime. Then you still got income while you're waiting. Rick says if you're about to buy a new truck and you have the down payment, buy a new truck. Price of fuel is going to double. Well,
I would
it's a matter
disagree.
of opinion.
I'd say buy like a year-old truck, 2-year-old truck. Don't take that depreciation hit. I mean, that's my opinion.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Here's the thing. When you're starting out, say you're going to open a restaurant, are you going to start out with a 5-star gourmet steakhouse? Are you going to, are you starting with a little cafe and work your way up? I think this is like one of the only industries where people start at the top. Am I wrong? Who starts at the top right away coming out of driving school, leasing getting $180,000 truck when you don't know anything about the business?
No. I say it all the time. You go to the truck stop and you see all these brand new trucks with the mega fleets, and they're just beat to hell. And it's like, it's sad because the nicest, newest trucks end up in the hands of the people with the least amount of experience. But I dropped a link, by the way, to the video you put out about buying a truck for $50,000 versus.
Thank you.
So people, haven't seen that. Definitely check that out. That is a great premise because you mentioned, what's the warranty worth? $4,000 a month. If you wonder what he's talking about there, click that link, and check that video out. Put it in your watch later.
$50,000. I just made that up. I mean, you could say 40 or 20 or 70 or whatever. Point is trying to compare it financially, making sense to doing a lease purchase deal. And just when you really you sit down and look at the numbers, how ridiculous it is. It's really quite ridiculous.
Yep.
But hey, it's easy. It's easy to sit down and just sign and then go drive, for people. So I get that. Brandon says, looking to become a new owner operator with no experience, would you share how much capital is needed in reserves for your first truck? Looking to do power only. So I'm assuming he's talking about his own authority too. You have any thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, a lot if you're going your own authority. I mean, like, what's the metric? What's the metric term on that?
A metric shit ton.
Yeah.
Brandon, as much as you can, really.
Yeah. That's the best answer.
Actually, you know what? 2 videos ago, I made a video on this very topic. So check that out. See what you think. As much money as you can. Some people say 30,000. Some people say 50,000. The more, the better. I'd say like have everything taken care of, your insurance paid and your authority, everything set up, and then say, okay, I want like 20,000 left over to start up an operating capital because it's going to be a while before you get paid and you need emergency money. There's no set dollar amount, but a lot.
Yeah.
However much you think, and then more than that. Money can like take some of the risk out of it, Yeah. So yeah. Rick says at 2,500 miles a week, 1 mile per gallon is several thousands of diesel a year. Yeah, but you got to remember too, with the new truck, some people might take that and say, okay, I'm going to go buy a new truck, but I'm going to buy a long hood Pete. And the other guy's going to buy a Cascadia. Yeah, you're right. The fuel mileage difference. So if you are buying a newer truck, buy smart. Fuel is everything, Yeah.
It's not just that you're getting the newer truck, it's I would take a 10-year-old aerodynamic truck over the newest, greatest, flat front truck, just
absolutely. You're driving your paycheck, basically.
Right.
Freight Trucking says you absolutely can stay a company driver while working on starting your own company. I do it every day, and my company knows my plan, and they still keep me super busy. There you go. There's a man right there that's doing it. You got to measure out whether or not you want your boss to know, because he might fire you for it or whatever. Take away some of your miles. Who knows? But
right.
I'd keep it to myself. But Freight Trucking obviously has a good people he's working with. Gus says, I believe it has to do with the transmission. That's a wicked good question. Now on that diesel electric power in the semi. Okay. Yeah, diesel over electric. They got a lot of systems like that. I imagine somebody's got a transmission that could work with that. Or diesel power running the generator, which, I mean, with the typical electric vehicle, you have a motor at each wheel. So it could just be some kind of direct drive transmission. I don't know. That's a smarter people than me got to work that out. But I think that's how it would work.
Yeah, a lot of the electric cars don't even have transmissions, right?
I think it's basically just a shaft hooked right to the electric motor.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because RPMs doesn't really matter.
Right.
But the torque those things make, it's insane. People don't grasp the amount of torque an electric motor puts out. It's crazy. Like per horsepower, like 100 horse electric motor versus 100 horse like gas motor, the torque is like 100 times more. It's just insanely amplified, and it's instantaneous. There's no spool up time or anything. Rick N says, I won't be buying new, but even though I want a 2004 W900 Cat C15, but I'll probably buy a 2018 Kenworth 680 with a Cummins or an 18 Cascadia. All right. That's the nice part about owning your own truck. You get the truck you want instead of the truck somebody else wants for you. You're getting your own, get what you want. It's your money. And Roy says, do y'all know why Detroit engines only come on Freightliner? On Lease is a glider kit. I love me a T680 with a DD15. Well, that's never going to happen, the T680 with the DD15. You used to be able to get a Detroit in any truck, Volvo, Peterbilt, Kenworth, but then Mercedes bought Freightliner and Detroit and made it all exclusive now. So only for many years there, you couldn't even get a Cummins in a Freightliner. It was only Mercedes or Detroit. But now, at least even if you're a Cummins fan, you can get a Cummins in a Detroit or in a Freightliner, rather.
Oh, can you? I didn't know they offered that.
Yeah, just a couple years ago they started offering it again. You can get a Cummins in a Freightliner again. And Brandon says, what are the biggest challenges in the first 90 days when starting as an owner-operator? Well, Brandon, when you say owner-operator, do you mean like leased to a carrier or like an independent? Because they're kind of different things.
Yeah.
I'll say as an independent, and then you say as a lease. Like independent is cash flow, and that cash flow that first 90 days can be tough, and just learning there's a learning curve there of finding customers, finding freight, things like that. But cash flow is the biggest. What say you on the other side of that?
Yeah, the major thing is, the carrier leasing to, like you'll know within the first 90 days if you made the right decision or not, more than likely. That's the biggest risk when leasing onto a company is how, what's the company like? Because financially, most carriers pay out, at the end of the week, or, like where I'm at, basically I turn in the paperwork, 24 hours to 48 hours later, the check's in the bank. So, there's not a lot of, as long as you're, like, unless the truck just completely, disintegrates going down the road, most things can be overcome. And, just, do your research on the carrier if you're leasing to a carrier. That's the main thing. Talk to people that are leased there. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. You are starting to look tired, my friend, and I'm getting there myself. So we should probably wrap this up.
It's probably getting near my bedtime. We've been on here 2.5 hours.
Yeah, give the people what they want. Do you want to drop a link or anything one last time, or plug anything before we call it a night?
I'll drop the link one more time. Everybody, don't forget, I'm going back through all the links I dropped there, getting back to mine. Don't forget about Vic Med.
That's right.
BOC
was in here.
Yep.
Kelly's Kitchen. Laura Bruno. Who are we all at here? Any channel you see in here, definitely check out their channel, sub to it.
Trucker Style Sean just came in.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Is that it? That's a channel? That's a channel, right?
Yeah, Trucker Style Sean. He was on Asian Mai the other day.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't get out much. I'm sorry. I apologize. Terrible with names. Yeah, Vic Med, thanks for coming in. If you want to drop your link one last time, you're welcome to. And we'll wrap this up here, unless anybody has any last minute stuff. But
everybody hit that like button on the way out too. Don't forget that. That's always
absolutely.
that always helps the algorithms.
Yeah, you got a video coming out tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow, Thursday, Craigslist job search video.
Excellent, excellent. My next one will be Friday, and then probably Sunday again. So,
Yep.
All right. Thanks for coming in, and I appreciate it. And we'll do it again on your channel.
Yeah, good deal.
All right, we will see you next time, and thanks everybody again for coming in. Have a great night.
Take care of each other out there.
Yep. Bye.